Okay. I am in the walls. I am in the goddamn walls. Okay, we are back. Here we are again. Marie, how you doing? Welcome back. Not live that early, am I? Usually I turn it on about 3-4 minutes before 5 o'clock. Because by the time the intro's done playing, we're ready to go. So, that's the plan. I'm still doing audio balancing, and like I said, on Tuesday's stream, I'm actually streaming from a different location today than I was previously. So, I tested the connection earlier, and it looks to be somewhat stable, but see, I don't have any wood to knock on right near me, so let me go over here. Hang on. But yeah, streaming from a different location, so hopefully I think it'll stay stable. I tested it, so it should stay stable, but that's why we're testing. This is a test of the absolutely not an emergency broadcast system. Turn that down a little bit, actually. I think that should be somewhat okay. You want it to be like not too loud, but not too quiet either, because then when I mumble, it won't catch my mumbling. So let me turn the gain down a little bit. That should work. But I don't want to like blast everybody with volume if I'm shouting or something like that, because we all know I do that sometimes. It is nice having the microphone out of the box, though, even though the box is... I mean, obviously the soundproofing was nice, but it's kind of nice having it out of the box, because then I can adjust settings much more easily than I would be able to otherwise, so... Yeah, anyway, we'll get started in like a minute or two. Let me just double check on something real quick. Okay. Been running around all day, so I'm kind of thinking about 90 things at once, but that's okay. Just one of those days, just busy all day, but this is the last thing I need to do today, and then that's it, so. Until tomorrow, anyway. Because tomorrow... Well, I got my wisdom teeth out, and now Cole's getting his out, and I'm basically helping him out for the first 48 hours while he gets back onto his feet, because he's going to be not really wanting to do much of anything for the first 48 hours, so I am helping out with that. Alright, so I took a drink. Let's get started. You know, considering the fact that the circumstances are a little bit different from as to the location of where I'm streaming right now, you'd think I would have, like, gone into the spirit world or something and saved before I finished the last stream, because then it would have been like, oh my god, we come out of the spirit world and everything's different both in and out of the game, but I didn't have the foreknowledge of that actually happening, and also I don't even know if there's a save point inside of the spirit realm section of the game, so I don't really know. So I figured, I take a chance. I'll just stand here, and then we'll go to the boss after that. Excuse me. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Tales of Xillia, the Stream Edition. Last time, we actually bothered to fight the first 4 devil beasts, and we got everybody except Rowan a new weapon out of it. And we also got Alvin's weapon, but he's still sulking, so he doesn't get his weapon yet. And we'll have to wait till he's done sulking before we can give it to him. But everybody's pretty much where I think they're supposed to be. I think I might actually do what I normally do, though, is I might give Rowan the intelligence ring and then give everybody else... Like, I'm thinking I'll give Rowan the intelligence ring and give everybody else spirit symbols, because I feel like that would be probably more worth it, because they're just so good. The 3% extra TP is just such a good effect. It just... I mean, it's better than, like, most of the TP effects you can get from abilities, so it's just so much better. Anyway, I think we're all set and ready to go directly to the summit where things will get really silly. I'm going to play as Leia over there. I don't actually know if it's going to work out because I'm not in the same place as I was, so I feel like because my surroundings are different, I might fundamentally play worse. I know that might sound silly, but I feel like it might happen, so we'll see what happens here. If I'm playing rusty, even though it's only been 2 days, that's why. It's because my surroundings are different as well. So you're reading so hard right now. What about? Is it about what we're going to find on the summit? That wouldn't be true because you wouldn't know or remember what we're going to find on the summit. Like a black hole.
This must be the summit.
That's what it seems like. I don't see any other path to go.
What's with this place? The air feels all tingly.
That sounds about right, yeah. Agria and Pressa are here. Did Gaius and Wingo already go on ahead of you, or? Oh, and Alvin is here. Okay. Well. Long time no see, big guy. What do you mean?
We could ask you the same question.
Fair enough.
And I see you're not alone.
Looks like we don't have to play nice anymore. Can't say I'm sad.
Why, did Gaius give you the okay to beat us up?
That means I get to pound you to a pulp again.
When did you do it the first? Oh yeah, first
Hey,
episode.
Pimple.
Never mind.
How'd it feel when your buddy here shot you?
Not very good,
Knock it
but
off,
that's why we have healing arts. So.
I'm afraid your journey ends here.
I'm afraid you are mistaken. We will not be so easily stopped. I must help Jude meet with Maxwell. Rowan? The reason people are drawn to Mila and Gaius is their will and conviction. They have the ability to live their lives as true adults.
Not taking care of any of the people around them.
Gramps?
As embarrassing as it is to admit, you are correct. But it is never too late. People can always change. Isn't that right, Alvin?
Give you an answer to that.
Enough with the lecture, Gramps. You get to feed the worms first.
With your flesh, or why are you casting a darkness art?
Al?
No, I just...
You make a better door than a window, stud. Move!
Well, that wasn't very nice. Friendly fire is on,
Why are you doing this?
because she's never had any friends in her life, so...
I'll only say it once. I won't turn against His Highness. I know you're with me on this. We got nowhere else to turn.
Yes, you're right. When everyone else treated us like scum, he took us in. He allowed us by his side.
And he didn't help you with your mental problems, so you're still messed up in the heads.
But not even you will get past us.
Oh
Either we
boy.
do our job, or we wind up in the trash again.
Well, why would you think that if was so nice enough to take you in? Why would you think he would just dump you like a box of rocks again? Our party makeup has changed. Alvin's back in the party. You know, I probably should have bought him equipment, actually, before we did this, because then he'd actually be well equipped for this part. Oh well. There's a mission in Legends Arceus that gets you a mana fee, but the answer to the quest so that you know what to do is hidden in Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl. It's not fair. Is it in a place that you two haven't gotten to yet, or in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl? Because I think Marie said that she got... I don't remember which one. But are Pressa and Agre even good combat partners? Because, yeah. Well, they're both spellcasters, so I don't know. It might work out okay for them, but it might not. We'll see. Also, how did Leia get taken out of the party the one time I actually want her in the party? I say we give Jude a break, actually. Let's bring... Since I want Leia in the party for fighting Agria, and ideally to get her Mystic Art off, let's bring Jude out of the party and let these four fight it out. How about that? Oh, it's in the Canalave library? They directly referenced Legends Arceus by giving the answer in one of the books in the library. Okay, I see. Meaning you wouldn't see the answer in the OG... Okay, yeah, so that it wouldn't be in there because it's referencing a Gen 8 game, so... That makes sense. Alright, so Alvin, you've probably got quite a bit of Lilium orbing to do. Yep. So let's get some of this stuff for you, and then we will go from there. Got Dark Radiance for him. I might use it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have room for it on my bar, but I might use it. So we'll see. And then his tier 6 should be the same as everybody else's, where it's just the level 2 or level 3 stats. So we shall see. Kind of blows that you have to take like the whole build up of the scene and just sort of throw it out the window because Alvin needs to level up though. Like it's kind of like, okay, thanks for waiting so patiently for me. All right, now we can kill each other. So also Alvin plays the turncoat card a mite too often. Maybe the party is growing on him. I feel like he doesn't have a good excuse this time either. Like he just sort of said, "No, I can't," and then they just sort of attack him. It's like, aren't you supposed to be on the same side? Did you guys, like, not talk this out beforehand, or what exactly? I don't know. Either way, Alvin's back in the party, so that's the important part. Now I get to see if I can actually play as Leia in this boss fight. I don't know how it's going to work out. I guess I could give you Weisheim the Howler now, though, because even though you don't necessarily have the best stuff here. Okay, well, you've got decent stuff, though. This is an upgrade over the other stuff that you had before, so it's, your party spells will still work, so don't worry about that part. Just worry about the fact that it only gives 31 art defense on the guy that has the least amount of art defense. No big deal. Alright, but I think we're all good to go. I will see how this works with Leia. Let me just double check her arts one more time before I do this, and then we will see how this all pans out. So if it's Agria first, I gotta spam Crescent Flash. If it's Pressa first, I guess she's going for a ride because Swallow Flight is Fire Elemental. And I could actually stick Elemental Impulse on here as well, since I don't have Jude in the party at the moment. Maybe stick it, Actually, I probably want a healing spell here. Maybe I'll stick Elemental Impulse here, and then at least can handle Resurrection if I need it. I'll just stick Sharpness here in case I decide, you know, I'm just gonna spam Soulstoke Spin again because that did so well last time. Sorry, I just realized I was talking too loud there. Microphone went up and up and up. All right, let's see how this goes. I anticipate it being a massacre, and not in my favor. But we shall see. Who do I want to link with? I guess I'll link with Alvin. And, okay, so it might be more worth it to get rid of Agria first, because if I remember right, if it's like her boss fight, she can summon ads into the fight, so.
You have a choice in this matter. It's not for you to decide.
Oh, good. Immediate overlimit. Alvin, get out of my way. Like Alvin, get out of my way. I am not getting boxed in with Agria and Pressa. That is not happening. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. I guess I gotta get the hell out of there.
Stay on guard. Finish them off.
I am attempting to, Alvin. It's not really working too well.
Stay on guard.
All right, here we go. Maybe I should run now. Yeah, just block that, Alvin, so we don't get a problematic heal here. Oh, that's Soaring Blast. I gotta do this if I want to heal. There. Alright, now, let's try this again, shall we? Well, at least I know Rowan's got my back. That's nice.
Stay on guard.
That and the Bright Bell should help a little bit. Okay, well, and now we're running again. Oh, Elise used Revive. I should probably turn that on. At least I know that Tidal Wave won't affect me specifically because it's Rowan's. I know that Pressa can't cast that because that would otherwise be a little bit on the sketchy side. All right, and back we go. Who's where here? All right, there's still an overlimit, and I'm a little concerned about that, but I guess I'm glad that Rowan got rid of the other guy. Who are you casting this on? Oh, okay. It's cast on me. That's what it's being done. I'm just gonna do this in case. Alvin, you probably should have magic guarded that. Oh well. I'm just gonna stand here and wait. I think Nurse causes a bit of a spell queue, actually. To be honest, just judging by what I just saw. Okay. I was gonna say, can you guys like stop that shit now, please? Okay, that works. Okay, now I think I got it. I just needed a minute to get back to the okay, this is what Leia does. I just needed a minute, that's all. Okay, it's not on me. Just gonna stand up here and wait for that to go. There we go. And yeah, see if you do that, you can kind of almost like get away from her attacks because you stay up in the air for too long, and then she doesn't do it. So
Here we go.
I think there's a thing that's bugging Elise. Okay, Pressa was bugging Elise, but at least they did that without being linked, because otherwise they'd both be linked, and then she'd Pyro Helix, and it wouldn't work out too well. Okay, did I run out of AC, or did that just fuck up for no reason?
Stay on guard. Stay on guard. Stay on guard.
Let's just get this going. I don't even know what else they've got for their stuff, so I'm just gonna beat you up now. It's probably more damage than I've done with Leia in one combo in the entire fight. Just gonna wait. Okay, now I'm gonna get the hell out of here because Pressa's trying to surround me. Just so I don't get caught by the spell. Oh, they're in whatchamacallit there. They are most definitely an overlimit. I'm getting the hell away from that. Thank you, Elise.
Time to become one.
Okay.
Ready for more.
That's a flame ring coming my way. So let's just not do that. I'll wait for that to go away.
Nothing. You ready?
Okay. No, that's on me. I'm just gonna wait.
I have your back.
Thank you, Alvin. Good, here they go again. So now we're running again. Thank you, Elise. Oh, they unlinked for whatever reason. Okay, her over limit's over. Oh, that's on me. Okay. That's not my splash! How dare you! Leia, can you, like, break Iron Stance at all, please? No? Is that a no?
Time for some fun.
Okay. Instant Pyro Helix after she does that. It's almost like they read me. Okay. So before she decides she wants to step on me, let me head this way. Oh, now they're gonna overlimit separate? Alright then. I love the human boss fights in this game. They're so much fun! Run her into the Freeze Lance. Damn it. Alright. Well, at the very least, I know she's out of that now. And say, okay, Soaring Blast me, please. Yeah, that's not bad, actually. I'm gonna keep using that because it'll keep them both off of me, so...
Time for some fun.
Oh, you know, or just, you know, run away from me, because why not? Alright, so before all this shit happens, they're going after Rowan. Watch this be on me anyway. It is on me anyway. Alright then. It's a good thing I thought about that before it actually happened. Okay, you're dead. Now for you. Yeah, I saw that one coming from a mile away. And she did it again.
Stay on guard. Stay on guard.
Okay, I got her this time. Let's get up in the air a little bit. Sure, that works too. I was gonna go for a Crescent Flash. I guess I'm not gonna go for it now. Guys, run away from this. Once it's just Pressa, though, it should be a lot easier to deal with. It's just dealing with them linking and over-limiting at the same time that just sort of makes it hard. Yeah, thanks for that. That's real helpful. Look out, she says, after I already destroyed her. By the way, a lot of Leia's arts you actually want to be in the air when you use them, because they hit a little faster than if you were not, so... Alright, off I go. And I guess while I'm doing this... Oh, that's Soaring Blast, hold on. That is the incorrect spell. Oh, I'm already good, never mind. Okay, I guess I'm doing it anyway. The lack of Leia in my playstyle is really showing right now, isn't it? It's okay, though. Okay, wait for that. And then, oh, good, now they're back in Overlimit. And she instantly Pyrohelixes on frame 1. I love human fights in this game. Okay, getting the hell out of here before I get blasted. Got her. That's one. Pressa should be below me. Yep. And that's gonna... Alvin, get the fuck out of my way. I am not getting flame ringed because you're standing in front of me. Oh, okay, I'm confused. Elise, whenever you're ready to dispel me, please. This is gonna end very poorly. Okay, I'm off of it now. That's fine. Before that happens again, how about this, Elise? How about you cast a Dispel on all of us? Just so that way it's... Oh. Okay. I guess we didn't get to see this before, so sure, why not? No, come back here. You're going up with me. I don't care if you want to be up or not. You're going up with me. Oh, we got a terror out of it somewhere as well. That's nice. Get out of here. I promise, I'm a lot better with Leia in the sequel. I just need to get to the sequel first. Okay, and down she goes.
Sorry.
I almost feel like that didn't exactly go how you wanted that to go either, Alvin. So I understand why you're saying sorry, but I don't feel like it's necessary. Oh, look, another intelligence ring and 5 orange gels. And I was on fruit and cheese, but we would have gotten like 30-something thousand. Actually, we would have gotten 48,000, 49,600 experience if we did that there, so... Yeah, oh boy, not used to Xillia 1 Leia. Yes, I do use her in Xillia 2, but I haven't used her, excuse me, since Xillia 2. And the last time I played that was like... before I started streaming, I think? So, 2017. So it's been a little while. Definitely rusty as hell, but we still made it, so... Yeah, Raging Mist, I'm so sick of hearing that now. I used to like that spell. They use it a lot in this fight because it's their only linked art. Like, at least the other characters that have group battles in this game have multiple link arts with each other, or have none at all. They only have one, and it's Raging Mist, so... Why is it that always the human bosses in Tales games that are a pain to fight, like all of them? Probably like Pressa more if she weren't trying so hard to be a seductress. It's just kind of her default state, and I don't think she can turn it off, and that's why I said I feel like Gaius needs to help her with that, but he isn't. So. Either way, that takes care of these two.
I'm glad we could be together again. Even if it was only for a little while.
Pressa.
I'm glad that you got to dominate me one last time. God damn it.
I'm happy for you, Al. Open your eyes. Now you've found your place as well.
I'd like to take this scene seriously, but the hair physics are just bothering me. Surprise rock slide to kill the both of them. Because neither one of them has healing arts.
Agria! I've got you! Now just hold on! Now you listen, eyesore! Some things in this world you just can't fix, no matter how hard you keep trying to!
Nah, that's bullshit.
Drown in despair!
I mean, you made the decision to do this, so who's despairing exactly? Like, at least Leia tried. You're the one that forced her to not be able to do anything about it.
You okay?
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm fine.
Yeah, why? We were in the clear
Hey,
about that.
you've always tried your best, even when you were a little girl.
I guess they
I've lost
decided
count of
they
all the
didn't want to
times you've saved
try
me
anymore.
because of it.
I'm all right, Jude.
They didn't want to be in the clear with
You
us.
should go try and cheer up Alvin. You're the only one who can.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure he just lost his
You
ex-girlfriend,
play
who
the
he
loser,
still
as
probably
well
had
as
feelings
Jude
for.
does.
Guess that's one of the reasons why I fell for him.
But you're not going to tell him about that?
That's right.
I suppose there are some mysteries
I
that
know
are best left
sometimes
unsaid, like
doing
how
your
Rowan
best
glitched
still
his
isn't
hand
enough
through
to
his
fix
hat there.
everything in this world. But it's what I do best. It's my only real strength.
Yes, I know that.
You approach everything at 100%, Leia, and that's fine. As you should.
Alvin, where will you go now?
I don't know. What's it to you?
You could come with us. Sunglass Club.
With us.
Now the kids want to babysit me.
I mean,
Don't think
you
that
act
this is
like a
easy
baby.
for me. I can't forget what you did to Leia.
I'll tell her. I'm sorry.
You do that.
Once everybody's all done being sorry for themselves,
Dude, don't let
off
that
we'll
big
go.
fat liar come with us. He'll just stab us in the back again.
I don't think he will this time. I feel like he has, a new lease on things.
You don't exactly hide your feelings.
No, she doesn't, because Elise is a good and honest girl.
It's strange. It's hard to believe how fast that kid has grown up already.
He didn't have much of a choice, to be
He
fair.
really hates me now, doesn't he?
I wouldn't say hates
That's
you.
right. And I hate
It's
you
just
too.
you keep betraying his trust, so now you need to do something to fix that.
Elise.
What do you mean?
You can hate me all you want, okay? It's good to know how people really feel for a change.
Well, I hate creepy people just as much. Let's go, cheapo.
Rowan is right. I can't stay like this.
So then go with them, because then you won't have to worry about that as much.
scenery is incredible.
Yeah, not much could surprise me in a place like this.
Okay, but anyway, Alvin's back in the party, and he apparently has an apology to make.
Hey, how's it going, Leia? Good to see you again.
Sorry
What's
about,
with
you know,
you?
shooting you in the back.
After what happened, it hasn't been easy finding my old groove again.
I would certainly hope so.
Yeah.
So, you at least feel bad about it, huh?
Well, yeah. Are you doing okay?
I'm alright.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it.
Are you really okay with me again?
Not entirely.
Fair enough.
You know, that's about how I figured that was going to go. Leia is because Egra is being completely unhinged and deciding to, you know, just throw her life away. For no reason. Like, at least in Pressa's case, it was like Deus Ex Rockfall that killed her. Look, growing love is kind of complicated. I'm not joking. I've seen it and now got to experience it. It was... Yeah, and I just feel like it's happened a lot in games like this where there's just, like, unrequited feelings that don't get resolved. So, that was so ill-timed. Nothing can surprise me here. Witnesses 2 people die in front of her. Yeah, that might be a little bit more than what they bargained for. Okay, Leia, you got to use your Mystic Guard. Back to the bin. The party is back together the way that it should be. Now, before we step through the gate, I think it might be a good idea to actually go back to Nia Khera and get Alvin some better armor. The armor he has on will work for where we are in the game, but yeah, I might want to step back and just get him some better stuff to match everybody else up. I mean, he has the Visine the Howler now, so at least he has the good weapon, but the armor, not so much. Now, does that mean we're going to have to traipse our way all the way back through the Hollow Mont now? Probably, but I could always Holy Bottle, I guess. See, it'll still let me travel despite that, and there will still be people in Nia Khera despite the fact that all the elders, well, died. Is it just me, or is it a little darker out in Nia Khera than it was the last time? Like, this is on a different television than the last time, but feels like it's darker out. Maybe that's just me. Alright, let's stock up on fruit and cheese, and, do I have a... Yeah, I did, in fact, buy a fruit yakisoba last time, so I think that's all we need is the fruit and cheese. And I might actually use it right away and buy another one, but let's buy Alvin his armor first, and then we'll go from there. So the best helmet you can get is General Helmet. Grab that. And then armor. Rare plate, which is several tiers above what he could have gotten out of the reflex, so that's good. Grab that, and I think that's good. Now, those are all for Alvin, but I don't really trust the game not to just give one of those helmets to Jude, so I'll just equip it myself. And then we will go from there. Okay, so that's that. Let's sell the old stuff. I'll probably, like I said, eat that fruit and cheese right away and then buy another one, so. And as for everything else, I don't really see myself using the Dark Seal. I'm not sure if the experience applies to just the person holding it or everybody in the party, but I don't really see myself using it, to be honest. Like, a lot of these pieces of equipment I don't really see myself using. I am going to keep the other intelligence ring, though, because that might come in handy in certain cases. Like, you never know when I might need to equip it to Jude, so Raging Blast actually gets a status condition on it, you know? So. Alright, so there's that. Let's fruit and cheese up. I might have to overwrite it if there's like just instantly a boss fight as soon as we go into the thing, but that's okay. Buy another one. So that we are provisioned for the road. I can't believe such an item with such a powerful effect is just 360 gold either. Like, that just seems insane to me. It just feels like that's way inexpensive for what it does. Damn, back to the bin. Not even the corner. You're throwing her in the trash. Oh, it's unfortunate, but I mean, she might still come in handy for the other Devil Beast fights, because I might need 2 healers in order to keep myself alive, depending on what level they're at and how, you know, strong they are by comparison to me. But for now, we'll just use the party that we were using before all that shit happened with Mila, and then we'll be okay to go. Was way brighter in the last episode of Tales of Xillia, the stream edition. Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew I wasn't going that crazy. Only slightly. You know, I probably should have gone through the black hole first so that I could get a separate entrance to this place. But, oh well. Now the real question is, am I going to be able to get around all the enemies here? Because if I'm not going to be able to get around them, then I might want to use a holy bottle or use chicken run. So, I'm going to use a holy bottle to start with for the first time. And what this will do is it will give you a protective shield, and if the enemy is a lower level than you are, it will run away from you. If it's not, then it doesn't do much of anything. But, excuse me, if they are, they'll run away from you. Sometimes back into you. But I don't think we'll have to worry about that. Yes, use a holy bottle now. Now, if we had Leia in the party, she does have that one ability, I think it's bottled efficacy, that increases the duration of holy bottles as well. But I don't know, this one should last pretty much as long as we need it to in order to get to where we're going. It might run out just before because we have to climb all these vines, but I forget how long they last. I think it's 2 minutes with bottled efficacy on. I could be wrong about that. Either way, it's like 2 screens, so if anything, there's like 1, maybe 2 enemies we'll have to run past without it. And that'll be it. There we go. Yeah, you go that way so I can use the save point. Thank you. Okay, so go back up here, save this, and then off we go. My god, everyone's arms in the party must be huge. I mean, for all the climbing we're doing, I wouldn't be shocked. Like, rock climbing is no joke. That'll get you in shape pretty quickly. So, I have done not actual, like, rock climbing on a slope rock climbing, but I've done it in a gym, and it'll get you there pretty quick. So, yeah, okay, so we wouldn't have been able to go through the wormhole without doing that. So if you proceed on, you may not be able to return here. This is a quote-unquote point of no return, because after this, things are going to be... Well, if you thought the game went off the rails with its story already, not quite. It's gonna get a little bit more, so... Spent so much time climbing things in this game. They just wanted to give you verticality. I don't think there was as much verticality in Vesperia. There might have been like a couple of ladders, but I don't remember Symphonia being very vertical either, so they probably just wanted to add verticality to the games. Since they were like, well, we pulled the camera down compared to other games in the series, so we might as well add it to it. But off we go into the wormhole of questionable terminus.
Spirit energy is here. I can actually feel the mana pouring out of that thing.
Feels kind of familiar, actually.
It's a miracle that this spirit climb even exists. The slightest disturbance could collapse the entrance.
Boy, it's a good thing all the spirit climbs don't change any at the moment because of everything being messed up in the climate.
Actually, yeah, now that you mention it.
More importantly, we should probably get inside that thing before Gaius and Muse's battle bring it crashing down. I'll go
Yeah,
first.
that's probably a good
No,
idea.
that's okay. Going first is kind of my thing.
I'm all or nothing, Alvin.
See everybody on the other side.
Well, at least they're growing on you, Alvin. Oh, I figured the reason why it was going to bring that wormhole crashing down is because they were on the other side of the wormhole already, but apparently we got here before them somehow, even though they were ahead of us?
A powerful spirit like you should think for herself.
How does that happen?
I don't know how! Please! It can be anyone. It can be you. Give me purpose!
Gaius, I feel like you should just tell her she needs to do it herself,
You can't
because
mean
it's,
to betray Maxwell.
you know, probably better for her that way. You need me to give you purpose. Tell me more. No, Gaius, don't do it. She'll take advantage of you. I mean, he kind of deserves it, but man, that's cold. Yeah, well, you know. The way he behaved, they're just sort of warming back up to him again, I guess. Wow, that holy bottle's lasting quite a while, isn't it? I was about to say, why am I in the inside of, like, one of those weird dive to the heart things at the moment? But I guess things are lighting up again now, so... Oh, what the hell is that supposed to be? Okay, so that'll lead me to the next platform. What's the map? I still have a map here, despite the fact that... we don't know where the hell we are, so that's interesting.
I had no idea that places like this existed in our world.
I don't think we're in our world anymore.
Definitely not in Kansas, that's for sure. Oh, the enemies here are also running away from me. That's great. So probably the monsters were there when I first started, because this is where we started from, and then we had to hit this to go down. Yeah, okay. That's fine. But the holy bottle is keeping them away for now, which is both good and bad. It's good because I don't have to fight the battles, but it's bad because then I might have to overwrite the fruit and cheese with, you know, something else. It looks like the holy bottle's kind of fading away at the moment, though, so it should be gone pretty soon. Or maybe that's just the effect. It's lasting quite a while, though. I didn't realize it was going to last this long, and considering, you know, we don't even have bottled efficacy on, this is quite some time. Everyone with mental problems flocks directly to Gaius. Is he a magnet for this kind of thing? I don't know, but obviously it seems to be a running trend for him. I mean, you're at endgame levels, everything's probably going to run away from you. Yeah, that's probably true, considering. But what if I run towards them when they run away from me? And fight them anyway? Yeah, I guess I'll link with Elise. I don't know why I'm using that multiple times. I'm just not... I guess I just don't want to fight all these, whatchamacallit. These flying enemies with Jude. Oh good, look at all those enemies that were all together to get dropped, but not anymore, so... Yeah, break that guard there, Jude. There we go.
You get along so well.
But I do want to fight about 4 battles before we get to the end of this place, and we'll probably know it's the end because we'll see a, whatchamacallit, a save point. I'm noticing that the lights that we're hitting up, though, are elementally based, so like the pathways are wind element, and there's a fire element one down there. The water element ones take us up and down. Well, I guess that's kind of an interesting way of getting around a place like this. I guess the fire ones are going to have us ascend. I almost feel like the wind ones should do that, but... And then the earth ones should do the pathways. But I don't know.
You ready?
A connection error has occurred. What is that all about? Actually, I think I might know what that's all about, but that's a... I thought that was also going to be something that's on my computer. I know what that's all about, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I'll fix that later. It's not going to be... It's not going to cause the stream to have problems, because I've still got a green connection. I was going to say, where the hell did he go? He's in the ground. He's in the walls, just like me.
Time to go to work.
Also, he's about to attack me from inside the walls.
Focus. You ready?
Okay.
Maybe I shouldn't have Rowan using Rock Trine on the Earth elements. I don't think that's gonna work out too well.
I refuse to run away.
Experience here is really good, though, all things considered. We have a wind thing here. Does this lead to a dead end, or does this lead forward? No, this is a dead end with an enemy in it. Alright, then. Gonna ignore a couple of the enemies just because I don't remember how many screens this place is. Yeah, that will make it a little easier to see, won't it? Still no music, though, as far as I can hear. Interesting. I wonder if that means the treasure chests are lit up here now? Doesn't look like it, because it doesn't look like there's any chests over here. I think there are treasures in here, but I could be wrong about that. So, well, we're proceeding down and even further down. I feel like I should be reacting to the fact that a place like this is so strange and labyrinthian, but this is a JRPG, so I guess I'm used to it? I guess. Well, there we go. That looks like a very large teleporter. What's this all about? A stockpile of life bottle, but I have the maximum amount of life bottle. So I guess this is the game saying, hey, here's a bunch of materials. If you don't have them, get ready. All right, then. How do I get back down now? Is there a way to get back down now? Because I'd like to get back down now so I can overwrite my... So I don't have to overwrite my bottles, but... Or not my bottles, but my fruit and cheese. But I guess I might not be able to. Wait, if they're elementally aspected, we can associate every color to one of the four, but what was the yellow light you touched for? Probably Earth aspect, if I had to guess. I could be wrong about that, but that would be my guess, is Earth aspect. Okay, since that looks like a big elevator in front of me, I mean, honestly, I feel like we're probably good no matter what's down there. It's just a matter of eating a spicy chicken roll. I guess I could also eat a creamy beef bowl, but I've got enough gold to where I'm not worried about it for the rest of the game, so I'll just eat the spicy chicken roll instead. I'm going to overwrite my fruit and cheese, but we have another one, so I'm not really too concerned about it. Let's just hope that where we're going, we can find more spicy chicken roll, because otherwise I don't know what we're going to do. All the way to the bottom of this water elevator thing. No save point. This is why I went back to save just in case. Because now we found the title screen. Fun.
What a strange place.
And I'm surprised we don't hear the main theme of the game here. Fire is greater lights and up, blue is down, green is forward, but yellow is the light switch. I guess so.
These are the temporal
Based on the way they
which
just
connect
laid it
the
out.
human and spirit realms that I created.
Oh, well then I guess you're the person we're looking for, aren't you? It's the man himself, and he's gotten an upgrade to his recliner chair since Symphonia.
I am Maxwell, Lord of the Spirits. I never thought humans would reach this place.
Well, it was only 2 screens, so it wasn't exactly hard.
We want you to tell us about Mila.
We heard that you used Mila as bait. Can you tell us why?
I see. You must have been her companions.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Yes, we traveled together. She taught me to think about many things. About power.
right. That's not his old chair. Why did he get an upgrade? I mean, I guess he had to create multiple worlds in the process, so he figured, I'll get an upgrade.
And what is that?
Destroy the schism. It's the only way to save both Riza Maxia and Olympius.
I feel like that's going to piss
The
him off.
outside is overflowing with Spyrexes. Do you wish to destroy all of Riza Maxia?
I mean, they were going to do that with the schism still
Her
up
reason
anyway.
for choosing death had eluded me until now. But now I am certain. You lot tempted Mila away from her mission. It is
I
because
don't
of you
think
she
that's
took
right.
Such foolhardy actions.
Because she pretty much influenced all of our
plan to
paths.
Expel the schism and bring about the end of the world.
This is the only time we've been thinking for ourselves.
Bane of my creation, be gone from my world.
Well, that ended very poorly. I guess we can't solve this with diplomacy, so let's solve it with violence instead.
Hold the power of the
Never mind, let's run away. Rowan, I would not recommend that. Just saying, I know that's super effective, but I would not recommend that until he gets out of his bullshit. Okay. Okay. Just tank this with giant T-Bow drop. There we go. Now, since Maxwell is the arbiter of all 4 of the main elements, he will essentially transfer between all 4 of them at will. I don't know what you're planning on doing. Oh, stop flow. Great. Well, that's going to end really well for me. I hope I can get out of this in time. I cannot. Ow. Well, that's a pain. Guys, are we going to be okay here? I feel like this is going okay until he uses stop flow.
Possibly comprehend what you are attempting to do.
The impossible? I mean, we've already seen the invisible. We're in the spirit realm.
That is why we do it.
Why do you think we came to ask you about Mila?
Do you think we would have come here for no
You
reason?
want to know the truth behind Riza Maxia and why you would use Mila as bait.
What difference does it make? What would change if I told you?
We'd have
Don't
clarity.
know, but not knowing certainly hasn't gotten us anywhere.
We need clarity of purpose, Maxwell. That's the point.
2 millennia ago, Spyrix appeared in this world.
Yeah,
Spirits
Rowan was
perished.
getting charred there. He got
Nature
burned to a
withered
crisp.
and died. Humans began following the path of annihilation. So I saved all the spirits and animals I could, and I gathered humans born with the ability to produce mana. It
And you
was
built
then
an
I
ark?
created Riza Maxia and sealed them all inside it to provide a haven from the Spyrix. The world is an ark.
Did the ark sound like that
must
motorcycle?
sail until Olympius falls. No one may
It
disembark
really is an
until
arc, though.
then.
So what? We just twiddle our thumbs until Olympius dies?
That can't be the only way to save humans and spirits.
That won't save all of them. It will only save some of them.
But at this rate, the people in Olympius will all die.
Pity them not. I had my human allies warn them that Spyrix would bring nothing but annihilation. Yet the humans persisted in its use.
Yeah, you warned them about it, but you didn't give them an alternative.
That the spirits in their
Maybe you
world
should have
were
given them an
instead,
alternative.
They took drastic measures. They launched their assault upon Riza Maxia.
Once again, because they had no alternative.
That must have been when the massive hole opened in the schism.
Yes.
Wouldn't you know about that because you worked for
Cannot leave
Exodus at
this
the
place.
time?
So I created Muse as my replacement to eradicate any intruders.
And yet,
Uh-huh.
some folks snuck right in under your nose.
Maybe you should have made it a little more airtight, this arc.
Clever lot. They avoided my detection and went into hiding. So I came up with a plan. Exodus knew that if I were to die, my schism would die with me. I realized that with the proper bait, I could lure my prey out of hiding.
Uh-huh.
Can't be right.
Wait,
And so you
don't mean...
created Mila with the exclusive use
I
of
created a life I could
using her to
expose
find
my
Exodus.
foes that would lure them into the open. You know by now who that is.
Well, that's mean as hell.
How could you?
But did she know she was an imposter?
No.
Not so careless. I engraved my words into her heart, and I had her raised to believe she was truly Maxwell.
That's why I lied to everyone for the first 16 streams, about 15 anyway, about it.
Did she even mean anything to you?
Of course. She was an essential cog in my machine.
That is not what he meant. At all.
Don't you dare call her that!
I was gonna say, and you might have just pushed the berserk button.
Nothing has changed. I have given you the gift of the truth, yet your response remains the same.
Yeah, because you pissed
You
him
let
off.
Your emotions control you, and seek to destroy that which you do not understand.
Okay, we're back at it. Phase 2, I think.
The only fool here!
I'm staying away from him for that part, though, because soul absorption will take part of your TP. And I don't really want that to happen, so... Okay, I'm backing up. Oh, he's got aqua protection. That's fun. So he's in water phase now. That's great. Okay, back up again. This is probably going to pull my TP out of my body, but I get the giant Tipo drop him, so that's fun. Oh. Okay, sure, just, you know, pull that right out of your ass without hitting anybody. That's just great. I think you need the regular version of that big guy. I'm pretty sure the elemental ones aren't going to work that well. Maybe it was a cutscene transition thing. Okay, fair enough. Ow.
It makes no sense. How could people such as these have twisted my cog from her purpose?
I think you fundamentally misunderstand how our relationship with Mila was.
Impossible.
Do you really not get it?
You've got it all wrong!
What?
It's like exactly the opposite.
Indeed. He seems to know nothing about her. Mila change? Preposterous.
Holy shit, that frame dropped directly before the
We all
Mystic
know Mila
Art.
would never abandon her mission.
Which is why we can't either.
Then how do you explain her actions? Her mission was never to destroy the schism.
Mila sacrificed her life trying to save everyone.
She just misinterpreted what the everyone
Nothing
was.
she did was for you.
You created a human life, Maxwell.
Complete nonsense.
Okay, back to it again.
My wrath and face total annihilation.
Phase, what phase are we on now? 3?
I will face my fears. I will know true victory.
He's still in water phase, though. So that's cool.
I won't lose.
Oh, he's got cross cleave on. Okay, now he's gonna go to wind change, wind phase, that is. Let me turn that off, actually. I don't think I need Moonlight Cleft. And I don't think I need either of these two. But Demon Inferno, definitely use that a little bit more, Alvin. That's way helpful. That cloak, I think, can either paralyze or confuse you. I think it's paralyze, actually.
Don't worry.
And it can get him away from you, so... Lees, we're running. Okay, we're not running anymore. He's doing the elemental meteorites again. That must mean cutscene phase. I do the impossible, see the invisible, Roro fight the power. Yes, that was the reference. Yeah, it was invisible, not unseeable. That's okay. I knew what you meant. I'm sure you're okay, but we're burning to death, Elise. Guys, this isn't going well. He can transition out of the battle whenever he wants. How are we supposed to beat someone who can do that?
Gain your feet. I will simply knock you down again. Your life ends here.
I mean, Garland said that to me once. It didn't stop me then.
Decide.
Won't stop me now either.
Look at yourself, fool. You can barely even stand up.
I have like 90% elemental resistance. What the hell are you talking about? Well, okay. Maybe I should have been looking at that before this happened.
Yes,
Maybe he should get a more accurate spell.
I know that I do.
What did you say?
I can't hear you over all the meteors. Maybe focus the spell a little more, Maxwell?
Must die.
Because you're kind of missing, like, a lot. And it's not even like he's having a hard time dodging. I know he has snap pivot, but this isn't even snap pivoting. And now he's jumping all the way over the meteors. Break that iron stance, Jude. Use Beast on it. I can't believe they put Iron Stance into a cutscene, and he broke it just as easily as he always does. I love how he just bounces away comically. Oh, hey, look, she's back. I don't know how we did it, but she's back. Maybe our will transcended reality and brought her back to life somehow? Maybe she's just being reborn in the spirit realm.
Truly happening?
I think they mentioned something like that in the
No
past.
way.
Nice to see you again.
Mila,
No need for words. Let's kick his ass first, then we can talk.
Maxwell's mission to protect the future for all of us, both human and spirit.
I don't think he meant Olympius in the process of that.
Was this the Four's doing?
Uncertain? Uncertainty makes you weak, you know.
Less uncertainty, more senility. Nice revitalize, guys. I didn't know you could cast that. Actually, I think that's more like Fairy Circle, now that I think about it. Yes, Jude attains Ultra Instinct and punches God in the face. Basically, yes. Basically, yes. Also, hello, Cole. How you doing? Welcome back. How is the next room with me in the goddamn walls?
Let's go.
right. Here we go.
Alright, now for the real fight. Let's see how that goes. And I'm going to guarantee you right now it's going to go poorly. Because here's what I'm going to do that is probably going to be really dumb. Mila can now tether with the 4 great spirits. That's great. I'm going to do another stupid thing. Kind of like what I did with Agria and Pressa, except I'm going to be even rustier because I'm going to play as Mila in this boss fight. Tell Marie about the new setup. You can't hear me at all. It's amazing. In real life, you can hear just fine in the stream. Okay, good. That's good to hear. Probably the soundproofing and the fact that we both have doors, so that's helpful. Guys, he can break the fourth wall. He knows this is a game. How do we fight him? Yeah, there you go. I'm sorry, do you need to play her path to understand this scene? Kind of. She was never fully dead, basically. If you play Mila's side of the story, she is kind of like in a... almost like a haze, basically, like a sort of a near-death experience, and she spends her side of the story wandering through the spirit realm and the human realm as like a ghost, basically, until she gets to this place, and then she reaffirms her mission. I think she has to fight Muse, if I remember correctly, at that point. She has to reaffirm her mission with Muse, and then she ends up here, basically. So she did, in fact, survive, quote unquote. It's just a little bit different, I guess, because she's a spirit. So I don't know. Okay, but yeah, so we're gonna play as Mila for this one. I'm sure that's going to go incredibly well. We're gonna let Alvin and Leia sit out in the party for now, though. Mila, what do you come with? Okay, balanced blade. That's not too bad because that's a better one than what you've got. These aren't exactly the best, but we'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna give her the intelligence ring because the second one that we just got from the Agri and Pressa fight. Because that way she and Rowan can both try to get the maximum amount of chance of inflicting burn with Fireball and Confuse with their light elemental skills. And as for everybody else, I think everybody else is good with the spirit symbols. I could have gotten her better stuff here, but I'm not too concerned about it. This stuff is better than what she had before, and it's not like Maxwell's going to use Dark Element. He's only got access to the 4, so... Okay, now we heal up with a couple of the gels that they gave us, so let's just top everybody off with these, even though I had the maximum amount, so they didn't actually give me any. But that's fine. And, yeah, I'm just going to top everybody off. We can, you know, get more gels later once we get out of here. We hate the spicy chicken roll. Mila has a bunch of Lilium orbing to do, so let's do that. And then I have to set her arts, and I don't even know where to start with that, but we'll see what happens. She gains access to Sunburst now, though, so that's probably pretty useful for her. This one is Cyclone, also pretty useful for her. I might as well use them now, or have her use them now before they become nerfed in Xillia 2. So. What tier of Lilium Orb did I have you on here? Is this tier 4? I think this is tier 4. Getting a whole lot of spells here, though. Shining Prism. But yeah, I don't know. It almost feels a little bit weird to just kind of be like, okay, hold on, Maxwell. I need to... Oh, no, you were on tier 5 because there's Limit Fever, and so these are all the, yeah, the level 2 skills. But it almost feels weird to be like, okay, hang on, boss fight. I have leveling that I need to do. just give me a minute. Isn't she supposed to be a ground-to-air combatant? You vaguely remember her flying around and casting magic. Yeah, so she can use aerial combat better. It's one of the reasons why I don't actually like her in this game, because she has Death Knell to get her back to the ground, but then she lands on top of whatever the enemy's counter is, and that's not really conducive to actually using her in the air. Really, if you want to use aerial combat in a game, you need to be able to hit the enemy more times than 6 to 8 times, because it might take, you know, 3 or 4 arts just to get them into the air, so... I don't know, it just doesn't feel conducive to the battle system to have her, or Leia for that matter, go into the air. But, I don't know. Let me check one thing before I set up Mila's arts real quick. The room that I am in now, I actually have a new guest inside of it. It is the leopard gecko that was originally upstairs. He is now inside of this room with me, and because there's no central air in this house that I am in currently to help Cole with the wisdom teeth thing, I have to turn off his heat lamp, and I have to make sure that his heat doesn't go below a certain temperature, but it hasn't hardly gone down, like, it's gone down maybe a degree or 2 since I turned it off, so he's fine. He's perfectly fine. Said ground to air, not ground to air and back. Yeah, and she can cast spells while she's in the air as well, so, like, that sort of lets her stay in the air. She can, I mean, hell, if you jump up high enough with her, she can cast spells from like way up in the air where the enemies can't actually get to her, so that's kind of nice, actually. I equipped Assault 3 on everybody since you left, so let's do that. Is there anything else that I actually want to equip on you? I guess I could equip Mirage Assault on you since I'm using you. Excuse me, the AI won't do that, but... I wonder if he counts as an airborne enemy at all times now. Probably. I'm going to equip Aerial Guard as well, and Aerial Jump, because I'd like to do 2 jumps at some point. Well, maybe not, actually, because I'm going to propel myself into the air with her arts rather than anything else. So, could quick drop, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Probably Safe Landing is a good bet as well. And... anything else I can think of? I left that on because I gave you, whatchamacallit. Didn't give you a spirit symbol, but it's fine the way that it is. I think that's about it, honestly. Like, we could get equip Intelligence 3 on her, and I might do that for each of the characters for their specific stats, but we'll see. I might want to get a little bit more SP before I do that. Okay, art time. Let's see what happens. Yes, Gecko Cam. We need to install the Gecko Cam so we can have people pay for check Gecko Cam. Yeah, she has Intelligence 3, which increases intelligence by how many percent was that? Let me see how much it is. I might equip it just because of it. Okay, it's 15%. It's not as high as I was hoping it would be, but it's there. Do I have it on anybody else yet? I guess I have the level 2 versions on everybody else. I'm not worried about it. I know that I'm going to be rusty as Mila, but I don't foresee this fight being particularly difficult, so... Although, you know, I probably should equip it just because that way she can inflict status ailments easier. So, like, that's the stat that I really want everybody to have as much in as possible, because then inflicting status ailments is easier. Alright, so how do we want this? So first things first, Cloud Pierce is going over here. Also, she has access to the 4 again, so if you want to use a Freet Gnome, Sylph, or Undine, you can. I don't know if I'm going to use them for this particular fight. I want to do Shimmer Spin into Cloud Pierce. Then... I want to do Binding Sphere, I think, for the next one. So let's go find that. Okay. Condemnation can go after that. Then we want her lightning spells. So we want Bolt Strike and Thunderblade, so I can turn them into the lightning spell from in the air. And then I want Grave down here, which is Rock Trine. Okay, got it. Yo, you'd pay channel points for a Gecko Cam. Yeah, he's kind of up on a shelf now where I probably could, and I have a free USB port now on the computer. So, because I don't have to plug in the Wi-Fi adapter, I have a wired connection now to the internet. So I actually have a free port where I could plug in a like a webcam, just that's like up on a little stand on top of the shelf that he's on, so that we can pay channel points to click on it and see if he's out. It might not happen too much for now because it's not going to be nighttime, but once it gets to the point where like it's nighttime and he'll want to come out, it might actually happen a little more often. We'll see. Okay, so the plan of action with this fight is wait until he attacks and counterattack, like usual, the Tales of Xillia special. We do Shimmer Spin into Cloud Pierce, then Binding Sphere into Condemnation while he's standing still in the sphere. We do Lightning, and then we do Grave if he's not going to murder me yet. And we rinse and repeat that until we get to Overlimit, in which case we, we try to get Mila to use her Mystic Art, because this seems like the most fitting fight to actually do something to that effect. So that's what we're going to do. As for her spells, I don't actually know if you can use them as spells if you hold down the shortcuts like this. So I will not use any of her other spells for right now, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I'll use her other spells for right now. This is fine. Okay, so, first time using Mila. Let's just... Actually, before I do that, one more thing. I want to check what her arts are with Jude. Okay, so I can use Spirit Spiral out of Shimmer Spin, so that's not a bad activator to start with. And then I could use Bolt Strike for Lightning Strike, Judgment Gate, and another version of Lightning Strike. We could also use Igneous Crush, so I'll keep that in mind. And actually, it might not be too bad for me to... You know, now that I think about it, it might be worth it to stick some spells here, like stick Sunburst here and Cyclone here, because she can cast them from in the air. So maybe then I can use them for that effect. I just hope I don't accidentally, like, morph them as an art, but we'll see. Okay, take a drink, and then we will fight Maxwell for real. And we will see how this goes. I have not high hopes, but I will attempt my best bet to see how this goes. Okay, off we go.
Even the great Maxwell.
How can this be?
Nothing is impossible with Mila. You were the only one that didn't see that, Maxwell.
Oh, good, and I'm also immune to fire because of my setup, so that's awesome. Okay, Grave is on the bottom button, so... You know, I don't actually know why I'm running away from him, now that I think about it, because I could just, like... Okay, I can't stay in the air right now. Hang on. Okay, he's using it again. But yeah, see how I'm not, like, taking any damage because I was in the air there? So... I'm gonna keep the Mystic Art for a little bit here, though. Okay, now I'm missing my condemnation, so I think I need to work on that part. Because that's not supposed to happen. That being said, if I stay up here, then I don't have to worry about him attacking me at all, so... Okay, but now we should probably run. Okay, I mean, I guess if he's just gonna cast, I don't care so much about it, but, you know. Oh, okay. I didn't, This is not going... This is going to hurt a lot more than Elemental Meteorites, because this is non-elemental. But, this is not gonna go so... Oh, okay, never mind, it's not non-elemental, because somebody just took, like, an absorption out of that. It was probably me. Yeah, don't get hit by that, Jude. That's not so good for us. Oh, I'm out of thing. Hang on. Just wait for it and then go for it. Okay. Soul absorption, so that's going to make me lose all my TP, so... Thank you, Jude! I'll just let you keep that up. Okay, so over limit, so run away again so that he casts. You want to run away when he's in over limit because it will force him to cast rather than do anything else, so... Now that won't help with your TP if you're in the middle of it, but, you know. I think I can get over... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, I think I can get over top of Soul Absorption from being up here as well, so... Well, I don't want to be down in that, but... Oh, there we go. Okay, we gotta wait on that now. I should probably Spirit Spiral as well, but... The only thing is that Mila doesn't have the best guard break, so that might not help you out that much. And now we run again. Okay, so now he's, again, like I said, he's casting because we ran away, so that should help a little bit. However, you should still stay away from him in case he uses a melee attack, because then he will use it on you and almost immediately direct you into the ground by using a Meteor Storm again, so, you know, maybe stay away from that a little bit. Yeah, see how that sort of works out a little bit? Oh, I don't have enough, I don't have TP for that, so let me, how many pineapple gels did we use? Oh, we used all of them up. Okay, that's fine. I'll just use a miracle gel then. I don't have the spirit symbols on, you see, so that's why I am running out. Oh, good, he's got his own binding sphere. I gave him a bright idea. I think I get out of here. Never mind, I die. Not die, but like direct myself into the Mystic. I knew I was going to get hit by that if I stayed in the air anyway, but... Oh, that's auto aid activating. That's what that was. Okay. Yeah, I heard the little ding this time from auto aid activating, so... I'm just gonna... Rowan, maybe don't run towards the binding spheres. That doesn't seem like such a good idea. Okay. There we go. I don't actually remember which of our other attacks are. Okay, there we go. I don't have enough TP to use her Mystic Art. God damn it! I didn't look at that. I should have looked at that before I did it, because now I got to build the over limit again. That's unfortunate. Oh well. I guess I can use it in a different fight. Because he's definitely going to... Yeah, he's definitely going to die before I did this. He probably would have died if I actually got the Mystic Art off. I should have looked at that. Oh well. Okay, Binding Spear, get me the hell away from that. Or don't. And now we run again. How's he doing? Okay, 3485, that's fine. I'd like to, Elise, but you're standing on top of a rock waltz. Boy, it's a good thing that doesn't cause spell queue or something, because I could see that being problematic. Okay, it's gone. And we got him. So we were cucked out of a Mystic Art, but we'll show it off later. It's fine.
It's really you.
So you heard us talking about you, and it directed you here? That's, I guess, pretty good. We got an elemental for beating him, so that's cool. God, you were just hyper-comboing him in the corner. Gonna make a joke about how low your TP was getting, but the AI gave you a gel. Yes, pain. If any PS3 game had a spell queue, you would scream. I think I remember there being some form of queue in Xillia 2, but I don't recall, now that I think about it. Ah, well. Like I said, it's not a huge deal, because I have the combo down for Mila now, and if I give her a spirit symbol, that won't happen again, so... I know I gave her an intelligence ring, but I'll just go get her a spirit symbol. Like with Rowan, it's fine. He has 525 TP. When he's linked with Elise, he has almost 700. And he's mostly casting basic level arts anyway, so he'll be fine. Mila runs through TP like a vacuum cleaner, though, so... You know, that doesn't help out. It was because of a technical limitation. Oh no. We got him, that's the point. And we got him as Mila, so, and it actually didn't look nearly as rusty as me playing as Leia not too long ago. Like, I had a full combo and everything thought up before I did it, so that's nice.
Hey.
Hi there.
I'll get her Mystic Guard off when I fight her Devil Beast. How about that?
Hey,
Elise.
What, not gonna cradle yourself between her boobs again there, Elise? I mean, I guess Tipo's kind of. He's just side-boobing her.
To think that we would meet again.
This feels like a dream. But it's real, isn't it?
I mean, we all went to the spirit realm, Alvin. It's all kind of a dream state.
Welcome back, Mila.
Thank you.
So now what do? We beat Maxwell. I don't think he's dead yet, so do you think he's gonna, like, let us dispel the schism?
hey! Stay away from us! Or am I gonna have to finish you off myself?
I do not
Tipo can
understand
soul absorption. A little.
Four. Tell me, what is the meaning of this?
They realized that you weren't wholly devoted to your purpose.
Allow you to continue with this folly.
Right, exactly. So we decided to help Mila out and bring her to the spirit realm.
Okay, fair enough.
Dare you? I gave no such order.
Lord Maxwell, all people have hearts and minds, just the same as we do.
You can't just treat them like tools, even if it does help save the world in the end.
Because that's kind of a bogus way of doing it.
Maxwell, you may have been the one to give me my mission. Nevertheless, it was still my own mission.
I can choose to ignore it or change it as much as I want.
And that was a decision that
Yes,
came
we did
straight
break his
from
chair.
your own heart.
Sorry, man. Gonna have to get a new one
The
now.
world you created seems to serve no purpose other than to exist.
Let's find a new purpose.
What kind of life is that for its people? We all just want to live.
I mean, that's a slightly higher end function than existing, but
This is why I could
you know.
not understand your actions. Human hearts truly are complicated things.
Wouldn't you have some privy as to how human hearts work, since you're the arbiter of all of nature and humans are a bunch of natural things all bundled together? I know you're the Lord of Spirits, but... Oh, okay, good.
Maintaining the schism requires a tremendous amount of mana. Dispelling it will disperse this energy into the world.
So it sounds like that'll help Olympius a little bit.
At least for a time, anyway.
Because then they can use that mana instead of, you know,
Will grant us a
killing
reprieve of
spirits
a
with
few
Spyrex.
years, possibly even a few decades, at best.
But we're gonna have to fix the problem, right? Waiting for
We'll
Gaius
figure
and
out a
Muse to show up and
solution.
ruin this. No, it's only
Both
Muse.
Riza,
She ruins
Maxia,
anything she
and
exists
Olympius
within the radius.
will live on together.
Cole is not holding back when it comes to Muse there.
So, Maxwell, you would step down
Ah,
from your
but here they
rightful
come.
place as this world's god?
I don't know about God. He's the Lord of Spirits. That doesn't make him a god.
Gaius?
How did you even get here?
Answer me,
There they
Maxwell.
are. Ask for him and you shall receive.
Weary of constantly being at the mercy of human hearts.
Maxwell.
If you
That's
wish
not a
to
spam
abdicate
call.
your throne as Riza Maxia's
Interesting.
god,
I'll just let that
then
go.
I shall sit upon it in your stead.
Hey Maxwell, I think your phone's ringing.
To replace me as my equal? How absurd. You are not worthy at all.
It is not a question of being worthy. It is a question of actually being willing and able. If you cannot fulfill your obligations, then I certainly will.
Not so fast.
Do you know what his obligations even are?
It matters not. I don't need your approval.
Oh.
Power. It can't be.
Who gave him that power? Oh. The Lance of Kresnik apparently gave him that power. How did you summon that across the void?
Kresnik?
Or are you just posing to tell Muse to start? Yeah, okay.
What choice did I have? After all, you refused to tell me what I should do, now didn't you?
Muse, have
I-
you lost your
mm.
mind?
Oh
I
boy.
cannot allow you to destroy the schism!
Maxwell, you shall serve as the cornerstone of your own world.
Don't you mean the gravestone? Oh. Okay. Well, that's a problem.
It is my mission to protect the
It
schism.
almost looked like the game was going to end again, and then this has to happen.
Release me right now. That is an order.
I'm afraid it's too late. You're always too late!
Muse, come to me. Are you prepared?
Whatever my lord wishes.
Problematic. Problematic, this whole relationship. Problematic. Oh my dear god. So if you're wondering where they got that whole sword from the Booba thing in Tales of Arise, this was the first, well, I don't know if it was the first one, but it's the first one I know of. Also, why did you seal something that powerful in her chest?
The sword that can slice through space and time.
I don't
Why does she have that?
Farewell, my sister.
You can't be serious.
Why are you doing this? Gaius!
For the sake of those who were killed, I will go to Olympius. And you shall return to Riza Maxia, where you cannot interfere.
I was gonna say, isn't that exactly the same as what he just said we'd do? Because he was gonna dispel the schism, which would allow you to go to Olympius and do whatever you wanted to do. Not the chair!
Can't hang on! Hang in there, Elise! Help!
What were you hanging on to exactly?
What can we do?
Maxwell, no!
I was gonna say, I don't know what he's up to, but
Wait,
it's something.
what's going on?
wants. This man is not worthy of the name Maxwell. We shall see.
Everyone brace yourselves!
On what, exactly? There's no floor! Okay, bye. So that's 2 times now the game has almost ended, only for something to come out of nowhere and stop it from ending. It just wants to keep going. Called by that logic, did Muse ruin Gaius? Exactly. How the fuck didn't that thing blow up? Oh, they salvaged it from the ocean in the last episode. I think it happened before you were here. So, see what I mean? Everything. Did this in Arise? You're going in the direction of the Raiden Shogun and Genshin Impact. Fucking Muse. Why am I on the floor? Did they stick me on the floor and you in bed? Did they only have a certain number of beds in wherever the hell we ended up?
Hey there.
Good morning, Chrono.
Good morning.
Yeah, why and how are we alive?
Good morning.
It's a good question.
Hey, how
And
you
where are
feeling?
we?
I'm all right.
We are going to find out.
But where are we?
This is Balin's residence.
Who's that?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
You know, the one in Olympius? I could have sworn I mentioned him before.
I feel like you did, and I'm just not remembering him. We made it to World 4 of the Tower from the Final Fantasy Legend.
I'm
How
fine.
how did that happen?
Galen, I presume.
Yep, aka the guy who saved your butts.
Thanks for that.
Not that it was a dramatic rescue or anything. Running into you was pure luck. Feel free to shower me with gratitude, though.
Don't push it.
Hey, Balin, don't we seem, strange to you?
Maybe a little bit.
I'm surprised you
Your clothes
recognize
are a
me.
little bit different.
It's been 20 years.
That's Uncle's gun, huh? You should thank him for it.
Well, that explains why he
It's a little
recognized you.
tricky thinking the dead.
Oh, right. Good point.
How would he know about that? I was gonna say, he seems like a little bit off
Cousin sure is interesting.
out there, I
He's an
guess.
odd bird, even for Olympius.
You looking at my leg?
No.
Do you need me to heal it? I could
Jude,
fix it.
Don't worry about it. Childhood mishap.
Could reset the leg for you.
Calibration complete.
Unless it was a cutscene injury, in which case I can't. Sorry.
Why?
Hey, that's...
I didn't think folks from the other side would have seen one of these before.
A Spyrix.
Hold your horses.
Huh? Life would be a drag without it. Literally.
I mean, you've seen him walk without it, Mila, so. And also, you kind of had the
You're probably all
Asperixis at one
starving.
point, so.
Why don't you mosey around while I whip something up? It's your first time on this side, after all.
I wonder what goes for good cuisine in Olympius. Anyway, we got the title Godslayer, so that's fun, I guess. And now we get to the jazz section of the game.
Man. Well, after one scarf, of course.
That's your
Sure.
priority? Maybe it's time to try that new spirit art.
a new art? You're so lucky.
We only get 4 attacking spells in the whole game. So you cross the schism, yeah, basically. Yeah, it's that sort of a thing. So, okay, let's put the party back together. Alvin needs to be in the main party now because he's been here before, so he would actually know where we're going. Also, we gained 3 levels from that fight. We are level 59 and 60 now. I know we gained a little bit, but I didn't realize it was that much. Jesus Christ. How dare Muse fill my boy with stupid juice. She was supposed to fill his dark soul with light instead. Where the hell am I going now? What is this building? Where is that? Okay, there it is, reunited.
Is it really you?
Do I look like someone else?
No. You're Mila, all right.
And yourself? You seem different from last I saw you.
You forced me to grow up in approximately 3 weeks.
Looks like you grew up without me.
Could
Yeah, I
be.
didn't have much of a choice.
It doesn't change who I am, though. It's good to see you again.
Same to you.
Well, that's nice. Is this the guy that I was referring to with the Navi medal? I think so, yeah. He's an inventor, so that's what I was looking for. Okay, sure, what are you looking for? How do you even know what a Navi medal is if all the enemies that have it are on the opposite side of the schism? Anyway, he needs a Navi medal. We have a Navi medal. So let's give him one. So Cole, you would like to know one thing via DM. Okay, there you go. You're going to invent something that invents other things. I feel like that has never worked out in any of the science fiction stories where they invented an inventing machine. Oh, okay. Sure. I was going to say, do we not get the reward from that? But we do get the reward from that. A Krona symbol. I believe that prevents all status ailments in the entire game. So, if you want Elise to have it, yeah, there you go. Completely prevents all physical and magical ailments. It is the ribbon of this game. It's a lot harder to get in Xillia too, so I figured I might as well get it here instead. We don't have enough spirit symbols for you, do we? No, we don't. Increases resistance to all elements by 30%. As if I needed more of that. Well, anyway. So let's go exploring now, and where the hell are we again? Triglyph, the Spyrix Metropolis. Okay, sure, why not? I guess we could go to the 3rd floor, actually. I was just going to go straight down, but since we're here, we might as well go to the 3rd floor. It's going to invent paper that destroys itself after X trigger or Y amount of time so that politicians can be more corrupt. Oh boy. Oh, Mila's returned, so another reuniting skit.
Oh, it is you.
Oh, good. This again.
Stop it, Tipo. Let go.
No, it's what you get for making us worry. That's right. I want a hug too. Leave some room for me.
Even you, Leia?
No point trying to fight it.
Fine. I surrender. I'm sorry for what I put you all through.
Wow, that's the most emotion Mila's voice actor shows in this entire game.
That's really not necessary.
No need to be coy, or Mila won't let you into the group hug.
Oh,
you
God.
plan on joining in too?
I don't mind.
Very well, then.
And I'm out.
You guys are starting to freak me out a little bit. Let's check in all these rooms, because apparently everybody in Olympius leaves their door unlocked, despite being, you know, a little bit less spirit-inducing. It occurs to me that one of the doors here is locked, and that door will be important, but not in this game. They also don't seem to leave anything out for me to take, unlike the people in Riza Maxia who just have shit all over their shelves. Oh well. Alright, down to the 1st floor. Let's go see what goes for good eating in a place like Olympius. Huh. There's a bulletin board here. Not normally a bulletin board here. Also, where the hell am I going anyway? Oh, I gotta go out this way. Alright. Maybe I was thinking of a different spot. Yeah, actually, this is what I was thinking of over here, I think. Yeah, here's the mailboxes. The portrait moving away. Okay, we needed that. It is a little bit of levity, so it's kind of nice, actually, after everything that happened.
Tax again?
Oh, good. They are even taxing Spyrix.
Honestly, what is the government doing? I'm sure everything will turn out fine on Rize whatever without our help.
So you think we should just leave them be?
Hey, nobody said that. We should pay their people fair compensation and promise to help them with their development.
Pay them with what, though? Our tax money? It's not like we're any better off.
Well,
Oh,
you'd
boy.
hope the government thinks of something instead of digging into our pockets.
Have they thought of something before
Someone's gotta
this,
figure out this
though?
energy crisis, or we'll all be gone in a few years.
Well, if the schism gets dispelled, we might actually have that fixed, but that didn't really happen, so...
I guess you can't make everyone happy.
Must be nice to be so self-absorbed.
I mean, I guess it's what they're most concerned about.
I'd be much more scared of a society where people were afraid to speak their minds.
Yeah, that would not be a good one to live in. Okay, well anyway, that's cool, I guess. Let's head to the outside and see what the outside of Olympius looks like.
Made of stone and metal.
This is the Olympian city of Triglyph. Welcome, visitors from Riza Maxia.
For a few more gold, you can take the tour with Alvin.
Perhaps that cable is somehow conveying luminescent energy to that lamp.
How could they have possibly built a city this size without using spirit arts?
It's almost frightening.
Everyone
It's
here seems to
Spyrex.
be just like us.
Except for the part where none of them can channel spirits.
Yeah, that too. Okay, I think they're all done small talking. They might not be, but we'll figure that part out. Alvin, why don't you have... Oh, you know, I don't think I equipped Assault 3 on you, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, well, there you go. Alright, well, anyway, we've got some Lilium Orb developing to do, so let's do that now for everybody since, you know, everybody got the levels. I'm not sure if I'm going to level past Tier 6. I don't really foresee myself ever getting too far beyond Tier 6 here, because I don't know if we'll have enough GP to actually get much farther than this ring. I don't remember if there's anything worth... Like, I mean, the skills up in Tier 7 and 8 are obviously very worthwhile, but if... The problem is that we're going to start getting less and less GP with every level that we get now, because you won't reach the top of Tier 8 where you have both orbs completely filled out until you're at the max level, which I believe is 99. So, yeah, it's going to take us a while just to get through this tier alone, and I don't know how much further it's going to take us to get all the way through the 7th one. I guess I could just try and see what we can get, but it's going to take a while, that's the point. Yeah, they've got Magitech. I mean, technology. I mean, Spyrex. It's kind of the same sort of a thing, basically. Same principle, anyway. So. Yes, well, your psych stat will affect your art defense, but I also have defense conversion on you, so no amount of psych could possibly get you very much further than where you already are. Okay, well, at least we're halfway through the halfway through the 6th tier there, so that's not too bad. With Alvin and Rowan, anyway. Everybody else will be slightly more than halfway through, but we're going to start getting like 2 GP a level now after 60, if I recall correctly, so it's going to be real slow going. I might only need to do this Lilium Orb stuff like once per stream after this, so... Not that there's going to be too many more streams to begin with. I mean, the game has already tried to end 2 times, and if we know the rule of 3s, that means if it tries to end a 3rd time, it probably will actually end that time. So... Okay. Get this a little bit more. All the way up. So yeah, there's where you would be if you were where Alvin and Rowan were, which means we have just 2 GP left over. So now we're going to get 2 GP per level. And probably by the time we get up to like 70, I think it starts getting even slower. I think you only end up getting like 1 GP per level starting from there. I don't remember, because I've basically never been much further above level 60 in this game. I've probably seen somebody play the game where they're over level 70, but I don't recall how much GP they were getting per level. So there's probably like a chart or something out there that'll just tell you, hey, this is how much you get for each level. And it'll give you like the brackets. So. Okay, so there's that, and now this. Plus, I guess a lot of the upgrades that we're going to start getting from now on are going to be a little more boring, because it's like stats, basically, for this entire tier. I guess we could check what's up on the next tier for everybody, even though we won't be going there for quite a while, but I don't know. Now, I remember seeing something, though. Let me go back to Alvin's grid. Is it because I have that conversion skill on him that Strength 3 gives him so much more strength? Yeah, because I was going to say, it gives him more strength than Intelligence 3 gives Intelligence, doesn't it? Maybe Strength is just like that. Maybe it just gets a whole lot more. But I think that's because of one of the abilities he has equipped. I think that is reflected here. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it could be. Alright, so Jude, you can't see your next tier because you don't have Agility 3, so I guess we're not looking at your next tier, so we'll look at Alvin's instead. What's he got up here? Speed charge! Okay, that's actually, yes, very worth it, because now you can charge even faster than you could otherwise. Also, there's a bot in the chat, so goodbye. Reason. lot. Man, had a couple of those over the past couple of streams. I wonder why. Oh, that call that I got earlier gave me a voicemail. I'm going to have to check that after. That's fine. TP bench warmer. Recovered TP gradually when not participating in battle. Yeah, but why not just equip level restore? Like, why spend the 7 SP on HP and TP bench warmer when you could just equip level restore and then get a level and be fine? Overextension 3. I haven't really been equipping those anyway, but I guess that's fine. Recall, 40% chance of automatically reviving when KO'd will only work once per battle. That also might be worth getting, to be honest. I don't really care about TP gain too. But I guess for everybody else I'll look at Recall, but for Alvin I'd probably prioritize Speed Charge out of anything. What about you guys? Oh, here's Rowan's very aptly named skill that is a complete meme. So you know how I've used hourglasses to stop time for a few seconds in battle? You can also use stop flow to do the same thing. Rowan has a skill called Opportune Moment, which is like 3 jokes in one skill, first of all, so that's pretty great. It's called Splendor Time in Japanese, so that's fine. It sounds like a very JRPG sort of name, but this is like, it's a joke, and then a running joke from one of the Orb 1 skills called Momentary Gain. If you avoid an attack with a backstep with good timing with Rowan, he stops time for 3 whole seconds, which lets you just cast an entire advanced level spell with a Mystic Emblem equipped while the enemy is frozen and can do nothing about it. It's pretty great. So, I don't know if I'm going to go for it because I don't really foresee myself using actual backsteps with Rowan. Like, now that I have Impregnable Guard, it's just like, it's too good of a drug for me to give up. I'll basically just end up blocking instead of backstepping properly. I'll have to relearn backstepping properly when we play Xillia 2 because I don't think Momentary Gain... Or no, I think Momentary Gain is in that one, but I don't think Impregnable Guard is nearly as easy to get as it is in this game, so... You are malding in Freeze's DMs. You will vouch. Yes, he is. Oh, boy. Splendor Time, that sounds so much more familiar. Yeah, I think it was a skill in other Tales games as well, so... that might be why it sounds so familiar. We really haven't saved since after the Agria and Pressa fight. It's been over an hour. Jesus Christ. Anyway... We're in Triglyph Commons Park, and we have another skit.
But the people are just like us.
It looks to be that way.
I was gonna say, you guys are judging that by a city park? I mean, I guess so.
I can't stand to hear Balin prattle on like that.
Really?
You haven't heard him for 20 years. What do you mean?
He's been that way since he was a kid.
Oh.
That's how I knew it was him right away.
Okay, fair enough.
He's really nice.
I guess he did kind of take care of us while we were,
Nobody's saying that.
you know, in a coma.
He has quite a mean streak. Do something embarrassing and he won't ever forget it. He'll torment you with it till your dying day.
Are you sure that's not just
If
you?
he told you half the dirt he had on me, I'd never be able to show my face around you again.
Uh-huh.
Just thinking about it makes my skin crawl.
You guys seem really close.
Despite spending 20 years
We
apart.
were friends before he got all cynical.
So now he'd be worse if things
You jealous?
happened.
Absolutely not. You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, anyway, that's fun. Commercial District. Okay, well, that might be helpful because Mila does need some new gear. Let's go see if the gear here is any better than the gear in Riza Maxia.
This city sure is strange. Yeah.
It's like a whole new world.
There's something missing.
There's no nature.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem, isn't it?
Single blade of grass, let alone a tree.
Is it because they're using Spyrix?
More likely because...
How do they get away with having the flashing lights there without people having
As the
seizures?
spirits became scarce, all signs of nature withered with them. Olympias is in its death throes.
I can see
So
that.
this world needs spirits.
It needs the schism dispelled. Because that will give us a temporary boost.
Alvin, what does that poster say?
Support the Otherworld Reactor Plan. They were probably put out by a union of Spyrix using merchants.
They better watch. They keep putting that stuff up. Avalanche will want to take them down. Oh wait, that's a different game.
Help us pull the plug on the reactor plan.
Oh, speaking of which, there's Avalanche now.
Why do you need donations to stop the plan?
Filing official protests with the government isn't free, you know.
You! Did you take a bath in booze today?
I don't think they have running water, buddy.
Count me
Just
in.
saying.
I want to stop the other world's reactor plan.
Jude, wait.
Thank you, lad. Thank you.
How do you know he's not going to use that to buy weed, Jude? That he could have been a panhandler.
Gaius intends to stop the plan.
With Muse's power at his disposal, they could show up on this side at any moment.
That's true.
So I guess we better get going to... Where are we going again?
No point in moping around on an empty stomach. Balin should have that food ready by now.
Okay, fair enough. They didn't put a save before Maxwell. That is a crime. At least he wasn't very difficult, so like it, you know, it wasn't like we'd have problems because he was too difficult and then died and had to start that whole thing over. And I think there's a retry battle option with bosses anyway, so like you could just start from the beginning if something went bad. Like saving before important events in games. With the nearest save you can make is before you go in the black hole. That's a fucking crime. Yeah, there you go. God, this city brings back memories. Yeah, we'll see it more in Xillia 2 as well. Well, now that Gaius has the Monado, I mean, he kind of can do a little bit of anything, can't he? He has the cutscene sword. So what goes for accessories around here? Oh, you guys have the exact same accessories that we have because the shops in Olympias and Riza Maxia aren't any different. This is one of those things that you're supposed to just chalk up to being a game mechanic because you have the whole shop upgrade system, but I feel like this would have been an interesting point in time in the game to like just not have the shop expansion system whatsoever for a few hours while you're in Olympias to give the player a little bit more of a challenge. It's like you have to work with what you get from the shops and that's it. But they didn't do that, and it seems weird because it's like, oh, you guys just have the same things we have. Okay. Let's see if we can get the shop up a little bit. Oh, 20 Chimera's mains will take me directly over the edge there. That's pretty cool. How much of this stuff can I get rid of and still have that happen? Oh, okay. I still need all the rare metal to do that. Okay, let's see what's available at 84. Why not? Ocean Blue and Warlock Cloak. Okay, perfect. So we can buy a few more things and then from the armor shop, and then that should be it because we can finish out everybody's armor and stuff. Alvin's homecoming.
From the nature to the culture.
Oh yeah, I need to get another
Everything on
spirit
Olympia
symbol.
seems so different. This is your homeland, right, Alvin?
Yep. The source of the Spyrix you hate so much.
You don't sound too happy about it. Didn't you want to return here more than anything?
Well, I thought I did. I wonder why I wanted to return to this doomed world.
It is true that its spirits have withered and its plants and animals are disappearing. But Olympias isn't over yet.
The people here brought this upon themselves by using Spyrix. You aren't even the real Maxwell. Do you really intend to save humans like that?
Yes.
Sure,
this is a
because...
human problem. And as you know, I'm quite fond of humans.
And again, like, what choice did they have? Maxwell said, no, you will doom yourself with these. And then didn't give them a choice in alternatives.
Glad to hear it.
He said, figure it out yourselves. And it's like, where do we start, old man? How do I do that? All right, another spirit symbol for Mila. There we go. And now we can go replenish our stock, because I'm sure I used, yeah, a whole ton of lemon and pineapple gels in the process of doing that last fight, so... let's just do that. I'll buy up to the 12 on that. I try to buy just the 12, because that way if we get any from treasure chests, I can just add them to my list of stuff that way. I don't know if that's good, bad, or in between in terms of how to do it, but that's the way that I usually do it, so... and then we'll go to the armor shop.
The alphabet seem quite similar to the ones we use in Riza Maxia.
They're fundamentally the same. Get used to the cosmetic differences and you'll be reading fluent Olympian.
Nice. Well, I guess they all came from a, you know, a common ancestor. So. Oh god, is he about to start seeing the future? It's a damn shame the sword is made of stupid juice. Cole is really tearing into that, isn't he? Leave it up to the Spirit Boomer to leave all of past issues on this side of the schism. Oh boy, you only get basic gels, that's it. Yeah, see, like I said, I think that would be an interesting challenge, but I don't know if the game wants to do that, so... you only get a rare circlet there, Mila, so I guess we'll get one of those for you, because the other circlet, the moon circlet, is for Leia. That's fine. What else have we got? The hats we're good on. So I got all those for already. Vermilion, we'll grab one of those for you as well, because we won't have access to duality for a while. It says coming soon, but I think it's like level 86 or 87 or something before you start having access to some of these other ones. So Deep Crimson would be nice, but Ocean Blue isn't bad either. So I mean, it's a difference of a little bit of defense, but that's okay. We can make do with Ocean Blue. And of course I'm going to buy it at full price because we still have almost 400,000 gold, so like, why wouldn't I? And I'll equip them myself just because I don't trust the game to do it to the right people. Let's see, you're good there, Ocean Blue. Hell, at this rate, if I gave him a Viking hat, he'd probably absorb water. And usually Alvin is not absorbing any elements, so that is an interesting proposition for him. I should probably get Rowan and Mila a weapon upgrade as well, just so that they're not, like, really having problems in terms of their... Well, they won't have problems, but in terms of their defenses and stuff. Just get them a little bit of an upgrade. Okay, you get a spirit symbol as well, because you can't be trusted to not keep your TP in your body. And now we get weapons, and then we're good to go. We'll go back to see Balin. Let's see, everything we have here. So it's just Mila and Rowan, and this is actually worse than the Balanced Blade, which is available in the next shop upgrade for you. So I guess I don't even need it, because that'll be good enough to get her whatchamacallit. It'll be enough to get her next weapon, so I'm not really too worried about it. I could get Arachnophobia if I upgraded the weapon shop a little more, but I kind of just gave away all of my stuff, so I don't think I'm going to do that. So let's just get rid of all this other stuff that we won't need anymore, and then we can go from there. I'll keep the Chronos symbol. I guess I'll get rid of the intelligence ring. I thought it would be more useful because, well, you know, Mila could then inflict status ailments with it, but if she's burning through her TP as much as she was in the Maxwell fight, I don't think she's ever going to need to use that, so... Wow, that was worth 15,000. I got back, like, a good majority of the money that I spent on all that stuff from doing that. Great. Let's see here. Tourbillon High Road is that way. And I guess there's a sea haven over there? The layout of this city confuses me, but I think it's because I'm more used to it from a different game, from the next game. Because this is definitely different from what's here in the next game. We have Jude's, Leia's, Elise's, and Alvin's Devil Arm. We do not have Rowan's or Mila's yet, so we have to go get those. I will get them relatively soon. Not exactly really soon, but relatively soon we'll get it, so... oh, I used up my croquette parfait and I never bought another one. Okay, let me buy another one then. And then, yeah, I was gonna say, I think I need another spicy chicken roll, so we'll grab that too. And off we go. Not that I really need the experience all that badly. I mean, we're already at level 60-ish, so I think we're in pretty great shape there. Actually, I'm gonna save over at Balin's place instead, because that's closer to the next cutscene. I feel like you should get spirit symbols now instead of pre-level 30, man. Gives context how strong they are if you think about it that way. Yes, and really, that's why they were nerfed in Xillia 2. You can get them at an early-ish level in Xillia 2. I think it's actually around level 30 again, but they only restore 1% of TP every few seconds rather than 3%, so they're not nearly as incredibly overpowered as they are in this game. The 3% is just nuts. Like, it's way more than you might think about it, and it's every 3 seconds, so it just... You use up, so, like, by comparison, you use up a decent chunk of TP, but getting that passive regen back is just so much of a powerful effect. It almost overpowers every other accessory, so they had to balance it somewhat. This stream has just reminded you of how much you absolutely revile Muse. This is an old and vicious hate. How will Cole feel about this when I have to play as Muse in Xillia 2? Find out in Xillia 2. I mean, you think people only liked her before the localization when she just seemed like an insane AF yandere.
Heading out?
That's possible. I don't know, I just, like I said, I just can't get over the taking advantage of Jude thing myself. And I feel like that's also something that Japan has less of a problem with, and I hate that that's the case. So.
Well, hey, Balin buddy, where's our chow?
I mean, I can bust out the croquette parfait.
Back in my apartment. Feel free to dig in.
Oh, cool, thanks.
Thank you so much.
Guys, are we going to stand here looking? Rowan seems to think it's funny. Okay, it's because she's embarrassing herself.
Did you find us?
Out past Helioborg, where I'm heading now. You were sprawled at the foot of the hill on the other side of the complex.
Really?
No problem. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.
So that means that the portal that Maxwell opened is on the other side of this Helioborg place. Okay. Well, if we want to get back to Rize Maxia and potentially stop Gaius, if he's not already here, we probably need to go that way then. Codename Pressa.
Alvin, was Pressa her real name?
No. It was her alias as an Azul spy.
You and Pressa were friends, right? When she fell, why didn't you call her by her real name?
'Cause I forgot it. I can't be expected to remember every little thing.
That's not very nice.
You really are a jerk.
Man.
Why lie about forgetting her name?
When Pressa was a kid, she was abandoned by her family. So she always hated the name they gave her.
So that's why you...
That's why nothing. When I couldn't grab her hand, I was everything they said and a whole lot worse.
I mean, it was a random surprise rockfall. Nobody could have done anything. The developers planned that to happen. You were just going to be fucked no matter what, Alvin. So, all right, back to Balin's apartment. I mean, that's how you react when people say you're doing cute/adorable things, just blushing with embarrassment. Oh boy.
So, what's
just that kind of awkward silence, I guess, was what got me. I was like, is the cutscene hanging? No. It's just everyone's looking at her.
Oh, I see. That's why you asked.
Although, I'm not planning to leave until I find a way to help both Rize Maxia and Olympius.
So how much of Olympius are we going to have to explore in order to figure that part out?
Is there any way we can help?
Of course. I doubt I could figure things out alone. Just having you here would be a huge morale boost.
And to be fair, I probably can't fight all the enemies on Torbellon High Road by myself,
We must
so...
contend with Spyrix devices, the Otherworld reactor plan, and even Gaius.
That is a lot, yes.
That's why you want us all to decide for ourselves.
I'm surprised at how much this has come to like a 180 here, because Jude has all of a sudden basically usurped Mila's role in the party as a de facto leader with absolutely no question whatsoever.
But we still need to get rid of the schism. It's a real conundrum. I want to figure out what I can do about this.
Well, you know I won't agree to anything that hurts my own people.
Well, that's not the plan,
We need
so...
to find something to help the spirits as well.
I have something to say. If we can't eliminate
Okay.
Spyrix, then I will take the extra effort to watch over and protect the birth of new spirits, so their numbers stay intact.
How are you going to manage that one? No, what does that mean?
Spirits
Guys,
are another
explain
part
that to
of
me.
nature's cycle, just like humans. I will find a way to support them both.
You sure about this?
I've thought long and hard about this. Jude, if you're convinced that we can't get rid of Spyrix, then I won't argue. But we can't waste time debating this. We need to head to Helioborg.
Well, that
She's
at
got a
least is
point.
correct.
Any place working on Spyrix research is probably involved in the Otherworld reactor plan.
Can I get answers from everybody by the time we get there?
Okay.
Is my role to offer support, or is it to lead?
I mean, you've always been offering support here, Rowan, and it's been good support, so why change now? Alright, so we gotta head to Helioborg Fortress through Torbellon High Road, so there you go. Look, you hate your emotions now. I mean, I could see how they could be a little bit, you know, they might get in the way in certain cases, but I wouldn't fight them. Agria's parting blow.
What should I have done? Leia's been really sad recently.
Is it about Agria?
She slapped Leia's hand away even though Leia was trying to save her.
Why'd she have to be so cruel?
A little cruelty won't kill Leia. She must have struck some sort of nerve in Agria. Some part of herself that she just couldn't let go.
Why are you taking Agria's side?
I'm not taking her side. I just understand her is all. I know what it's like to get trapped in a prison of one's own design.
So what could we
Did
have
she
done?
design it, though, or was it a product of the arsonist that killed her
But I
family?
do know one thing. Leia didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, ultimately, Agria made the decision, so we don't have to respect it, but we can't take it back. So there you go. Alright, into Torbellon High Road. What do I got? Okay, I've got the spicy chicken roll on for right now, so we'll go to Torbellon High Road, fight one battle with that on, then we'll grab... No, because I'd have to go all the way to the port to get food then, so I guess I'll just wing it. We'll just use whatever food we've got. Get in the way, my guy. I hate how you're almost exclusively ID'd is cute. Want to be other things sometimes.
What's happening? Helioborg is under attack.
I feel like that's in everybody else.
You should turn around and leave. It's
Uh,
not safe here. I just don't
Not,
understand
you know,
why anyone
identifying
would
you the
attack
way you want
Spyrex
to, though.
Research Center. Who's behind the attack?
We have no idea. The attackers were using calculatrix without Spyrexes. How is that even possible?
What's that?
That's a good question. I need
Spearguns
an
produced using
explanation.
Spyrexes. If the attackers didn't need them, I think we know who they are.
Yeah.
Sounds like Gaius is already making his move.
Well, that was fast. I guess Maxwell didn't give him enough of a hard time back in the realm between. So now we have an even more urgent reason to go to Helioborg. Also, alien encounters. Oh, good.
It must be shocking for the Olympians to see us using arts without Spyrex.
Not so much shocking as terrifying. To us, it's as if you have supernatural powers.
But in a lot of ways, it's Spyrex technology that's more powerful.
People fear what they cannot understand.
Right.
That's why we're so quick to discriminate against other races and cultures.
Alvin, were you scared when you first came to Riza Maxia?
I was. The people seemed like monsters to me.
I was gonna say, wasn't he a child basically when he came here? So, or
Yeah,
came
you know,
there?
Some are good, some aren't.
I'm glad
Yeah,
to
same
hear
as
that.
everywhere.
It sounds like young men from Olympias start out quite naive.
And old men are condescending no matter which world they come from.
Wah wah. Religious skit viewer. I mean, if I let it linger in the bottom of the screen, that wouldn't really help anyone, would it? A long way home.
So how far is Olympias from Riza Maxia? It really isn't about distance. They're, like, separated by an impassable wall. Oh,
How do we know this? Didn't we all get knocked unconscious when we fell through the hole?
Apart from each other as men and women are. An impassable wall? Does that mean we can never go home? I won't be able to see Drusilla again? That's horrible.
I don't know if that's what Leia meant.
Okay. After all, we're all together. You have Mila, Jude, Rowan, and even Alvin. You know they'll figure something out. That's true. You're here too, Leia. Yeah, but it's not like I'll be any help.
Oh my god.
True. When you're here, everyone's happier.
It is kind of sad that that is the only positive that Leia brings to the party. It's kind of sad that that's how deep you have to dig to find a good excuse for Leia being in the party. God, I hate her the way she's being treated in this game. They just need to give her better. She deserves better. Anyway. God, literally everyone in this party needs therapy. Yeah, welcome to JRPG Party Comps. Therapy is necessary, but not always present. That's a JRPG for you. Well, the high roads look mostly the same, with other than the fact that, you know, it's mostly desert. But there was already a desert high road that we went to anyway, so. The encounter linking still happens, so that's cool. I guess. Alright, off we go again. I should probably be using Rowan, though, because, you know, he's got a little more AoE ability. Sweep everybody out there, dude. Oh good, I caught a couple extras with that little Raging Blast there. Yeah, because I feel like if I don't start using Rowan, I'm probably going to use the same stuff with Rowan anyway than I was using, but... Okay, well I got one part of the Raging Blast off before I used it. That's cool. Oh, I went through him. Whoops. But yeah, I feel like if I use Jude, I'm just gonna end up spamming Raging Blast again, and I don't know if that's gonna work out too well. I guess I could swap up into Swallow Dance and Rising Falcon instead. Like roll the stick, but sometimes I, don't roll the stick properly. Oh, you guys have an art with Swallow Dance too? Okay, I guess I could check that out. Ah, Inferno Dance, yeah. Sorry, I'm just not used to using that one.
I just need to keep believing in myself.
I was gonna say, Elise, why aren't you healing that? But it might be because it's a physical ailment instead of a special one, so.
I still need to get better.
Now realize why you relate to Leia and like her character. Same way, just like bringing light to the lives of others. Apparently that's not commonplace among people in modern society.
How long has it been since I've had one of Mom's home-cooked meals?
Yeah, it's something that not a lot of people can do, apparently, but I think it's just because sometimes for people in society now, it's hard to see the good. I mean, we've talked about this, I guess, in the highlight video that I did previously, but... Okay, so... If you two get status like that, I need to use Panacea bottles or recovery ring to get rid of it. Alright, I'll just keep that in mind for later. I also should have probably eaten the croquette parfait, but oh well. Alright, so we'll do the same thing we always do in these high roads, and this is actually one of the last high roads in the entire game. There's only one more after this. So we'll do the same thing. We'll look for caves, we'll look for all the extra items that are here. I feel like if there aren't a whole ton of items in the actual high roads, that would be more fitting because Olympias,
These tight, dark spaces always get me a little spooked.
Well, you do a good job of getting into and out of them, Jude, no matter what. Alvin was complaining about his back, basically, and so was Rowan. Yeah, I feel like it would make sense if there were less items out in the field, because, it's a world that has less resources, so... Also getting a jazz piano tune in the background, but apparently Eifried has been here as well, because here's one of his treasures, a monitor. It's alright, I've already got eyeglasses for everybody. Thanks though, Eifried. Eifried's legacy, oh good, a skit about him. Oh, okay, well, I guess we're gonna get into a battle as soon as we get out of this.
What's it doing on Olympias?
There are words appearing on it.
My name is Eifried. I'm an explorer seeking a foreign world known as Riza Maxia. When I depart for it, I will gather the treasures I've collected in my adventures on Olympius.
So he originally came from here, apparently.
As a gift to the next generation of adventurers.
Alright, there you go.
So Eifried was an Olympian.
How is he here? There you go. He was an Olympian.
Right across the schism to Riza Maxia.
How do you manage that one?
Back to Olympius. Never figured there'd be someone else besides you guys crazy enough to go running off to other worlds. Well, let's pay our respects to our predecessor and help ourselves to his loot.
He'd probably rather have it that way so that somebody's actually making good use of it before, all this happens. So. Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to swap over to Rowan because I can just see myself spamming Raging Blast forever here. I'm going to switch over to Alvin, actually. Of course, now I can play as whomever I want in the party because, I've got all their arts already ground up, so...
Man, are we good or what?
Yeah.
Ouch, the cold
Plus the experience here is pretty good, so... Yeah, it's not bad. Did I switch anybody's strategy up here so they don't link in normal... No, they've got link in normal battles, so okay, I don't know what they're up to then. That's kind of bizarre. Like, they aren't really linking. I guess they might have linked and unlinked, but, it's fine. We'll figure it out. Alright, so back to Rowan and Elise, and then Jude and Alvin can do their thing. I think the only issue that I can see with this room, I don't know how much it's showing up on the microphone, but I can hear some of the sounds outside a lot more than I could in the other room, because in the other room it was like... It wasn't as close to the street, basically. Wow, they're getting eaten alive by vultures there. That's not so good. Okay, so if you're weak to light, let me just get around you there.
Ring true.
Light is the key to victory.
There we go. Let him confuse himself. And then how about we start taking care of this here?
How about an encore?
Don't overdo it, okay?
Meteoric wall. Wave. Come forward. How about this?
But yeah, the lack of extra damage on negative gate shouldn't be a huge deal, I don't think. Like, because of them being resistant to it. I'll use another one. No Sigh of Despair. Get that shit out of here.
How about this?
Stay on guard. You owe me.
Oh good, I didn't end up getting hit by that because I was a little close to that Sigh of Despair. Oh, okay. Didn't hit that one. Do you need help over there, Elise? You know, probably what's happening here is because I have it set on Protect Allies, we're ending up in situations like this where we don't kill the enemies because we're always fighting the enemies that are fighting our friends instead, so.
Are you ready? Much appreciated. Fireball. How about this?
Okay.
Best of my performances.
I don't know what Eye of the Demon Beast is, but it sounds pretty powerful. And honestly, though, I mean, we're already in, you know, this sort of a situation where we're at 59, 60, all that. I don't know how much extra experience we actually need. If the fights are going to be this long, like, I mean, I understand why they're this long. This is the second to last high road in the game, but, you know, it's a lot. While you've got that going, let me use one of my own. Oh, okay. I've been bamboozled. Hold on.
Well played. Okay, not bad.
Oh, that's not my air pressure. Yeah, that's right. It wouldn't be because I'm the only one who can cast that. I've been slowed down. Thank you, Jude. Oh, hang on. I should probably go take care of the casters then. Maybe I should reset it to cancel Spirit Arts. Like, this battle in particular is going to be pain because there's 3 whole waves of enemies, but, you know. Since you're there, let me hit this guy since he's trying to attack us. That's it, walk right into the fireball. There we go. Almost just hit this bird with it too. Walk right into the enemies while I'm at it. Okay, so I want to hit this one in the middle here. Oh, okay. Hang on, being combo to death. Hold on, slow down. Everybody slow down here. I guess I could just do this instead of trying to do the other stuff. No, didn't have enough time to do it. Trying to cast Tidal Wave. Not as easy as I'm making it seem like. There we go. I suppose casting Tidal Wave is probably my best bet no matter what, though, isn't it? Because, I mean, it's the full field, so... Alright, we got them. And, I mean, it's worth almost 7,000 experience, so, like, that's pretty solid, and it's not like we're out of TP or HP or anything, so... Yeah, they had Rowan on lockdown for sure. Gonna be 70 by the time you get to the final boss. I mean, at the rate I'm going, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, to be honest, so... I mean, they're giving us 7,000 experience a fight now. Like, that's silly. I mean, that's with a triple link, but Still silly. Oh, that only did the one.
How about an encore?
Don't overdo
Do another one.
Let's keep this
Yeah, see, when it's just the one group, it actually works a little bit better, but that's almost problematic, isn't it? Because, like, there are so many enemies on this field that it almost makes me want to encounter link them, but if you don't need to and it makes the battles that much more manageable, I don't know how to feel about that. I do know I need more food, though, so let's get some more food. I'll use a medium fruit, and, well, maybe I'll use a tofu cracker, actually. If I'm going to do the single link encounters like that, it might be better to just do that. The Legend of Mighty Geezer. Okay, sure.
Is it just me, or are we the strongest group ever?
I mean, we're beating the shit out of everything, so...
calm down.
No, Jude, you need to calm the heck up. Why can't you be happy about this?
I, for one, am moved by our achievement. I never imagined I'd be so strong at this age.
That is quite an accomplishment.
No Icky Back can stop you!
Just don't make me climb into any of those little holes.
Whatever do you mean? The legend of Mighty Geezer has only just begun.
Oh
See,
boy.
Jude, you need to be more like Rowan. Get into the spirit...
Guards down.
What?
No matter how strong you get, you still drop your guard when you get excited. You need to work on that.
Wah,
That
wah.
was just to catch me off guard?
Possibly. Oh, but I truly am happy to be this strong.
That's 1 point for Rowan.
Fine.
Oh, we're keeping score now? Since when? Actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's bring Mila and Leia into the party before they complain too hard about not being in the party.
All right.
All right, let's grab this guy over here. Thank you for keeping me safe there, Elise. I will keep it in mind. No casting for you. You're not allowed. Hang on, Elise. I'll get this guy. Oh, I didn't unequip Mila's stuff for her Force Great Spirits. I mean, I guess I don't need to, do I? Where's the one that's... Oh, the one that's casting is all the way in the back there. Alright. And where do you think you're going, exactly?
I don't think so. Go, Tipo! Sharing is caring.
He's gonna die from burn anyway, yeah, so I'll just let him. Air pressure, yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's on me, so I'm just gonna... I think it's just the combination of enemies, too, that's causing them to be so strong against us, so... And also that I'm not using Elise to lock enemies down with negative gates, so... But it seems like she's getting blasted by the wolves when I try to do that. And these wolves have a grab move, so you can't even cast near them without them trying to drain you, as you can see. You kind of have to play around them a little bit.
What's our strength?
Friendship, hard work.
Focus.
Ah, such vibrant energy.
Well, that's a 5-person victory animation, not the 6-person one I was looking for, but sure, that'll work. I don't know, I feel like we're pretty good in terms of experience. I feel like we can move to the next section at this point. I want to get to Helioborg before the end of the stream. This is the kind of stupid that you expect out of the Final Fantasy V party. They're just a bunch of goons prior to a bunch of goods prior to the boss fight in the Forest of Moria, basically. And I kind of honestly sometimes prefer it when there's a little bit more levity like that. It makes them feel like a more cohesive unit, and it makes the serious parts of the game feel like they have more impact when you know that the party knows how to be silly. You know, if they're all taking it seriously all the time, I don't know. It just doesn't trip my trigger as much. Oh, hello. Immediately jumping all over me. I guess I'll fight him since he wants to, do that.
Ready, Tipo?
I was gonna say, but yeah, those wolves are something else. Actually, they're not wolves. They're wolf palette swaps, but they're cats, ancient cats at that. I'm trying not to use splash as much because of the tinnitus thing that I was talking about on the last stream, but
Gone a little easier.
it's fine. The amount of experience we need to get to the next level is also starting to get exceptionally high, so fighting these battles one at a time is probably going to be a little bit challenging. Also, what in the goddamn is that over there? Could it be one of the other boss fights I was referring to previously? Yes, that's what it is. Well, I'd like to use Shimmering Toll as well, Elise, but... Let's see if I can get in the middle of everything. There we go. Confuse the hell out of all of them, because I have no chill. Yeah, I was gonna say, let's hit this guy first, actually. Oh, okay. That's a hell of a combo you've got there, where you slide right through me, stun me, and then prevent me from attacking by biting me, doing a grab move. Thought I had him unlocked there for a second. Thank you, Alvin. Okay, I was gonna say he'll die from that, so. Elise, are you getting bamboozled over there by the cat? I will come get you. Or let the enemy come to me. Gotta cast the low-level spirit arts, the elementary ones, because they won't give me an opportunity to do anything else, so. Oh, it canceled my spell cast there. Okay, there we go.
Nice one. Not bad.
Yeah, almost 5,000 experience for each fight isn't too bad either. All right, so big thing over there. I thought I just heard it roar. I think it's in front of a cave. It is in front of a cave. How many battles of Tofu Cracker do we have left? 2? Okay, I can do 2 battles with Tofu Cracker. Including probably against this cat if I can't get away from it. Okay, I got away from it. It's fine. But yeah, I think before we go fight that thing, I think I'm gonna actually just check the whole field first. See what we can find around here. I gotta be honest, I'm kind of glad that we're almost done with these adventure fields for a little bit, like for a few weeks when I play Infamous 2, because like, I don't know if it's because of the fact that I've played, you know, 2 open world games before playing this, but going through all these adventure fields is kind of exhausting. I won't need that fruit yakisoba, there's no devil beast for me to fight for a little bit here. Yeah, it's probably just because I've played a whole bunch of open world games in a row at this point, and, well, there's no stopping that train anytime soon. Not until we're done with Xillia 2. Oh, look, another hourglass. Are there any enemies that I can actually use that on for the glitch anymore? Excuse me, I don't think so. I think the glitch only works. I think Ivor and Wyvern is the last fight that glitch works on. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Why'd I use a lemon gel when I could have just used Pixie Circle? Also, oh well. Fight the big thing and die. I am working on that. I'm just trying to find all the stuff first. Yeah, I really do need to use whatchamacallit, Shimmering Toll more. Like when I use Negative Gate at the beginning of a fight. If I'm gonna bother with, you know, being that far away from the enemies and using Negative Gate to begin with, I might as well do so. No, I moved it a little bit too much. I started doing the art tune too quickly.
Victory. Well done, everyone.
I should also probably start using some of his more advanced arts, since we're not really going to get as much of a chance to use those in the second game. I mean, we will in regular battles, but in boss fights, not so much.
I'm here.
Okay. Spell of the underworld. Ring true.
Working?
Are you ready? Light is the key to victory.
Maybe do one of these, and then have her do one of these, and then do this. Haven't used this yet. Well, Rowan has used it, but... Well, that was extra projectiles that could have shown up, but didn't really need it. Oh good, and I burned the guy. That's the intelligence ring coming in handy.
Yeah. Ouch, the cold shoulder.
Oh, gonna take a nap, took tomorrow off so you can get to catch up on life. Alright, Marie, sounds like a plan. Go and take a nap, so that way you're all good. Catch up on your sleep debt, even though it doesn't exist. So. Serious parts, you mean the spoiler in the spoiler area that you just mentioned? Yeah, something like that, yeah. That scene hurt. Okay, so, I wonder if I use Mila here as well, because her attacks will do good damage against this thing, and I might be able to use her Mystic Art here. Especially now that I have access to the spirit symbols. I actually don't know who would be best for this fight, to be fair. You know what I should do, though? Hang on. Yeah, he's still good. Okay. The leopard gecko is still good. I might even be able to install just a regular light up there so that he doesn't get confused about what's day and what's night now. Because I feel like that might happen if there's no lights on for a while for him. Who would be best here? I forget what this thing even does, to be honest, so I don't really know what the best party would be for this. I mean, I guess, honestly, I could just spell spam it to death by standing as far away from it as possible and just, like, negative gate Squall Shot and having Mila here to use Splash or something. And that would probably work pretty well. I might do that, honestly. We'll leave Jude and Leia to hang out outside the party real quick while I do that. And, let's see, so set this stuff up. I guess I gotta break all the links if I do this, to be fair. So I'll do that at the beginning of the fight. And I want you to... I guess prioritize healing is fine. I want you on Spirit Arts only, and... Actually, yeah, put you on Protect Yourself so that we can just have you just casting a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see here. Squall Shot, Sunspark. Actually, let's have Mila's Splash go here. And then we can just cast all that stuff. I can use Fireball to try to burn him. And I can just kind of roll the stick and while holding L1 and just see where that goes. So we'll see where that goes. How about that? Okay, so quick save. Actually, hang on, before I do this quick save, I just ran out of food so that I can use a fruit yakisoba, so let me do that. Because we won't be fighting anything else that we would need the fruit yakisoba for a little while, so. And I think this thing is actually pretty close to our level now. I think most of the Devil Beasts are. They're like low 60s, if I remember correctly. They do have lots of stats, but they're like low 60s for their level, so that's about where they expect you to fight them. Anyway, that's a quick save down. Let's go fight this thing. A notorious monster.
Are we seriously fighting this thing?
Of course we are. Why the hell wouldn't we?
You're either stupid or...
Really courageous. Thank you.
I'm getting the hell out of here before I get, okay, whacked like that. I was gonna say, whenever I'm out of that, oh my god. Alright, let me see if I can get a burn on him first. Can that hit the back end of him? Good. I don't think he's burned yet, so I'm just going to keep doing this. And then with continued channeling, I can keep casting Fireball over and over again and keep getting the 50% boost. Also, he's burned now, so I can actually start joining in with something else. Let's see. And then do this. I should probably let Elise heal, though. I guess Alvin's got it covered. There we go. Now I can roll the stick again. Yeah, that sounds good. I'll use it too. Oh, Mila used Sunburst. That's cool. Love how I said I was going to use Mila in order to get her to use her Mystic Guard here, and then I just didn't. Okay, well, we got him. 15,000 experience for doing the spell spam, and Mila got a level up. Also, that's, like I said, that was one of the enemies that gave you a mysterious jewel. That was the Veywind Eye. So, that will, that went pretty well. All things considered. Rowan ran a little bit low-ish on TP by comparison, but that's because he had an intelligence ring rather than the spirit symbol to try to maximize his chance of inflicting burn. If there was more than one enemy, I would have also been using probably Shimmering Toll over Fireball. It's a little more TP intensive, but the Confuse would have been super nice. Really, honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that I was trying to be stubborn and use Leia for the boss fight against Agria and Pressa, I probably would also... How did the Jet Black Feathers get here? Wasn't that guy also in Rize Maxia? Oh, whatever. Yeah, if I wasn't being stubborn and trying to use Leia in the Agria and Pressa fight, Rowan would have been perfect for that because he could have just done Shimmering Toll over and over again. And it would have just absolutely destroyed them because they would have started hitting each other. You know. You were about to leave. Good everything. That was mean AF. That is the power of spell spam in Tales of Xillia 1. And that has been my TED Talk. Thank you for watching. Use spell spam in Xillia 1. It is way too good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel like fighting anything else at this point. I honestly, like, I couldn't even be asked. We've gotten so much extra experience at this point, I don't feel like it's really necessary. So I'll fight a few things, but I don't think it's totally, like, that important. Also, I think I might, I think I'd also, you know what I just realized? I think I discarded a small fruit yakisoba that was just on the road somewhere. But, oh well. I think I'm going to overwrite it, actually, because I don't think we're going to need it as badly. And I would rather use... I'll use a medium tofu cracker over top of it. I can always buy another fruit yakisoba, because like I said, I don't think we're going to be fighting anything that I'll need one for a little bit here yet. So, not until after Heliaborg Fortress, which is under attack at the moment. So, that, of course, means we're going to have to go and kill some things, because that's what we do when places are under attack. That being said, we're not too far away from Heliaborg Fortress now. We've just got the rest of this adventure field, and then we're there. Who's closest to a level? Jude is closest to a level. Okay. So I think I'll fight enough things to get Jude a level. Actually, that's not too many things. Who else is close? Nobody else is close. All right, well, I was going to say, I'll fight enough things to get Jude to a level, but also somebody else, but not enough people are close to a level for that to be something that matters. And we're at 60-61, so... I suppose if I really wanted to, I could always come back and kill a whole bunch of stuff off screen here, since we've kind of seen all the encounters already at this point, and that would save me a little bit of time because these encounters do take a while, and it's going to be a little bit of time before I do the next stream, so... Oh, look, another Ifrit's treasure. Hunter's monocle. So a regular monocle and then a hunter's monocle. It's like he's trying to one-up whoever put the monocle in there. And more jet black feathers that I probably won't ever turn in. Well, I might. It depends on if I decide to go back to Sherrilton. Once we find the way back in, to be honest, that's going to take a little bit.
Here we go again.
Maybe we should hit the ones that are close to us, though. And then I should also look for that one that, yeah, as I say, appears to have disappeared. So let's not let him disappear here, because that wouldn't be so good. I don't know if I was gonna say, I don't know if this is gonna go through because these vultures that are assaulting me.
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
Okay, he caught me in the midst of the cast, so that's not happening anymore.
I'm
Thank you, Elise. Oh, good. I got a pow hammer off on him to get him to stop attacking me. Just gonna get out. Okay. Thought I was gonna get out of the way of that. I did not get out of the way of that. Okay, we got all the extras there.
How's that for an old man?
Nice, bounced them back into the fireball there with all of the attacks. How about Freeze Lancer? Spam the hell out of the extra bullets. As I say, I'll just do one of these up so that the boar can't get me, but oh, okay. He still got me. I guess at least we hit them pretty hard when we hit them, so they like go down pretty quickly, but there are a lot of these Mandragoras to deal with, so.
I'll help you if you fall. Blaze forth. Fireball. How about this?
Go, Tipo! I'll cover you.
Tempest pierce through. Are you ready?
Kind of hoping that would also hit the boar, but that's okay. If it doesn't.
Blaze forth. Fireball. How about this? Okay. How about an encore?
I was gonna say, maybe get the poison, or not poison, the burn as well. I don't know what game I thought poison did as much damage as burn does in this game, because burn does hella damage in this game, but there you go. The tracking might be good enough to hit him. Yep, it is. Okay, good.
Outcome.
And I mean, I suppose it makes sense that the fights would take a little bit longer because this is the end game after all, but I don't know, it just feels tedious in a lot of cases to me. You get a lot of experience for it, don't get me wrong, but it just feels tedious sometimes to fight all these things.
Shall we begin? Are you ready?
That's it, walk directly into the Freeze Lancer. Okay. I was gonna say, Jude and Alvin, can you guys... Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is that's causing all these problems. I didn't reset you guys' priorities when I did this. That goes up to you. And since he's the leader of... That's something I don't think I've touched on that, really. Anyone who initiates the link, the behavior of their link partner, both in the case of allies and in the case of enemies, the behavior of the link partner adopts the tactics that that person's using. So even if Jude has prioritized healing on there, if Alvin has protect himself on, he will just walk directly away from the enemies and never get anything done because that's what his AI is programmed to do.
Ouch,
So.
the cold shoulder.
Like, I was wondering why I wasn't getting much done there, and it's because, oh yeah, I forgot to set Alvin off of his protect yourself thing. That'll definitely do it. Okay, Jude probably can get it from the next battle, so... I guess I'll make it this thing. I guess I'll make it an encounter link. Never mind. See what else we can do with that. Maybe get a few confuses while we're at it. Oh my god. Guess I should have expected that, huh? Well, at least they're all attacking each other now. Let me catch a couple of you. So you can air pressure each other instead of us. Oh, good, my favorite move. They used my favorite move. See if I can get away from the air pressure that's incoming. Yep. I was gonna say he walked outside the tracking for Fireball, but it didn't save him for very long. So. Actually, I'm gonna bring this over here. Gotta get myself out of this corner, at least. There we go. And that got us out of the way of the air pressure that is definitely not mine. That's good.
Nice one.
Oh god. That pow hammer went nowhere, guys. It's supposed to go over here. I guess all of his tunes have that tinnitus on them, don't they? That's unfortunate. And that's also not going to hit, so that's unfortunate too.
I don't have time to doubt myself.
I thought he was going to say, I don't have time for all of these encounters.
I still need to get better.
Got it, Jude. Same. Oh, it needs my key fob? Okay, hang on. I got it right here. Hold on. Ugh. Where's my key fob anyway? Hey.
Does the key fob work on yours? Because the other key fob said it won't start the car.
Really? Yeah, it worked today, so.
Oh, you went today?
I went today to get the food number, so.
Okay,
yeah,
sorry, I didn't mean to bother you.
No, you're
I'm
good.
putting the ice cream and putting the...
Yeah, no, you're good.
I'll be back shortly.
Alright.
Thank you.
I didn't get gas, by the way, but I should have enough to get us there. I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you when you come back. Okay. 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 Hang on. I'm back at it. All right. Just a little bit longer today. And Jude got his level up already, right? Yeah, so he's good. Guess I'll use the healer on Rowan. I think we're all pretty good except Rowan at that point because he got damaged a little bit from that fight. So that's okay. Maybe I'll fight this guy too, just so he's out of the way of the save point, you know? Like, I feel like that would be more annoying than anything, so... Wow, that took a while to come out. It's okay, though, because now I can spray it. Okay, Elise is getting killed by this thing, so let me hit him while I'm thinking about it so she can use the negative gate. Although, if this is what's happening, I don't think she's going to get the chance to cast the negative gate. Like, when you have to use Nurse in a regular battle, that's when you know shit's getting real. Let's see.
I just need to keep believing in myself.
So, a little bit more experience for everybody, and they'll level up too, but we will hold off on that until later, because I'm sure we'll get plenty of experience from the bosses coming up anyway. How many bosses do we have left? We have 2 more Devil Beasts, that's 2. There's 1 in Heliaborg. And there's 1 more Notorious monster on the road, but we didn't have access to... Well, we might have had access to him before, but I didn't have Mila in the party to do spell spamming, so we won't have access to him for a little bit yet. We'll figure that out later, though. For now, let's do the other stuff here. So I think it's like 4 or 5 bosses left, and that's it for the game. No, there's more bosses, actually, because there's bosses in there's a lot of bosses in the final stretch, so we'll just keep that in mind. Do I want to play as Alvin now? Nah, I'll just stick Jude back on. It's fine. Okay, so let's save, and then we will head inside of Heliaborg, get a quick preview of what to expect while we're in there, and then we will finish up the stream after that. Although I don't think it's that long of a dungeon, if I remember correctly, so I might even get close to the save point at the end of it. Music doesn't seem like the kind of thing that the place is being sieged by... I mean, I guess it's just Gaius and Muse, so it wouldn't be like super dangerous music.
A Spyrix casing.
And a hole in a big chunk of iron, I think.
This looks like a storage space for Spyrixes, but the contents are destroyed.
Well, we know who did that. And if he was planning on destroying all the Spyrix, why is he still trying to use the Lance of Kresnik?
But left the other buildings intact.
In other words, their goal is not an invasion or to wipe out the military.
They're just trying to get rid of all the Spyrex.
Mila, we should hurry and look for Balin.
Right.
Yeah, we kind of don't want the first person that we met in Olympias who was, you know, fairly nice to us to, you know, bite the big one because Gaius and Muse decided they're pissed off at Spyrex in general. So off we go into Xillia. I just saved, so I think I'll wait to save until we get a little closer in. You know, actually, on the other hand, I will play as Alvin for a little bit, just so I'm a little bit... Well, I guess it doesn't matter too much, because I'm going to play as Alvin for the next Devil Beast we fight, but that's not going to happen today. That's not going to happen until the next stream, so...
I can't believe the size of this facility. Everything in Olympias is so grandiose.
It's like a city in and of itself.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll play as Alvin for a little bit. I haven't played as him in a little while since he's, you know, been busy with his own thing going on. Just double this up. And then... Oh yeah, I only have 2 charges. I didn't equip charge plus 3. And now I can do this again, so, you know, that's cool.
Well done, everyone.
That did go a little bit faster than some of the other fights that we've been doing recently. Alright, then. And you know, while we're here, we might as well just raid the facility for all of its valuables, because, I mean, I guess I'm saving people, so I might as well. That's the plan. We don't, actually. Nah, that's okay. We'll fight our way through the automated defenses if we have to, but we're going to try to, you know, take care of the people that are attacking this place. I don't know how well that's going to go, because, I mean, if Gaius was holding back before, then we will be in deep trouble now. We haven't exactly gotten a huge... Oh, okay, hang on. Let me go through this so we can read it. Haven't exactly gotten a huge power boost since the last time we fought him. The Scroll of Zume, the Prescribed Land. A prescribed land concealed within a shell, never to be touched, never to be spoken of. A primeval world, never to be touched, never to be spoken of. Man must shun it. Spirits must be ever silent. Its secrets thou must keep. Well, obviously that's talking about Rize Maxia, but apparently here it's called by a different name. I suppose. Before he hits me, I guess I'll just get the 1 charge. That's fine. Stop that. While the both of you are hanging right here, let's just do one of those up and then shoot through.
All right.
Nice one.
A flawless performance.
Suppose I could have charged up and that would have let me use Charge Breaker there if he has any guard up.
Nice job, Alvin.
I can also wake him up, so I might as well do that too.
You seem uncertain with your movements.
Yeah, it's hard to stay focused right now.
Alas, you must reap what you sow.
So true.
Once again, everyone in the party still needs therapy. They are still all dealing with all of the bullshit that has happened, but the game isn't over yet because the game has forced them to have 2 fake out endings, basically. 2 almost endings.
Are you okay?
Shove a gel down her throat, then we'll find out. We probably healed her with Spirit Arts, though, because, you know, it's like second nature.
I'll be okay now. This place seems deserted. Do you know where everyone went?
Some people got out early. I don't know about the rest. It was pretty chaotic.
Did you see
Yeah, that's the impression that I'm getting, even though it's pretty well empty.
They were led by some guy with a giant sword and a flying woman.
Well, if it wasn't for the flying woman, this would be very similar to Final Fantasy VII.
They told us they'd destroy every last Spyrix, then they ordered us to retreat.
Sounds like something he'd say.
Wait. He can't be. Gaius must be planning to eliminate every Spyrix in the entire world.
Well, he sure is picking an inefficient way to do it.
Isn't that a bit extreme?
And also, how is he going to do that if the lance is holding Maxwell?
The situation won't change as long as it has access to Spyrix. Even if the current plan is halted, someone else will eventually come up with something similar.
By eliminating Spyrix, Gaius is going right to the heart of the two-world problem.
Sounds like a lot of work. But if Gaius is anything, he's determined. Damn it.
Won't it take him a good chunk of his natural life to do that, though? Because Olympius is not a small place. I mean, it is in the scope of this game, but that's because you don't get to explore a huge chunk of it.
He's a Spyrix engineer.
You might find him over in the Spyrite Research Wing.
What?
Officially, it's called the Military Research Wing, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. Those
Okay.
folks are probably still wreaking havoc over there.
Well, we'll see what we can do about it.
I'm sure he's okay.
Only one way to find out, right?
You just worry about Gaius.
Yeah, but still...
You already have enough on your plate. Your job is to keep moving forward, remember?
Right.
We'll all figure ourselves out as we go, Jude. It's what you did, so now everybody else has to do it.
All right, thanks.
So where's this military research wing anyway?
Just ahead. If it's still standing.
Okay, well, that's a good sign. Maybe the dungeon won't be that long after all.
You sure you're gonna be okay?
Save it, I'm fine.
You say that, but you keep staring at the floor, Alvin. It doesn't exactly give off the air of I'm fine. Just saying, man. Okay, so we need to go this way to get to the research ward. I would imagine this way is probably locked, since that way is the way that we need to go. Oh no, it's not locked. Huh. Now why do you suppose that is? I guess we can pick up the treasure while we're here. I'll try not to fight anything just now, because we'll be probably coming back through this way shortly. So... Oh my god. Okay, so that'll lead us over to the one of the other sectors. Probably Sector 2, I gotta imagine, considering the other ones were Sector 1 and stuff. Oh good, a Bakura. Well, that's basically a dead end at this point. How am I doing on food and stuff? Okay, so we have a Bakura. We still have 2 battles ahead of us. I'll take care of these 2 battles, actually. You know what we'll do is we'll take care of these 2 battles, then I'll fight the Bakura with the beef bowl on. And then we'll, after that, I think we'll call it a day.
Guardian Grove! Not over yet.
Thunderblade Rift. That sounds great. Well, at least the machines are weak to something we have pretty good access to with this team. I was going to say, if you want to keep guarding, dude, that's fine, but I'm going to charge breaker you. So. Okay, now this fight, and then hopefully I didn't scare away the Bakura in the process of trying to get all these fights.
All right, you ready?
Yeah,
all preparations are complete.
Man, that was a ton of enemies that we just caught with all of that shit. Also, I think I might relink with Jude. I feel like that would probably go a little better. Or Rowan could just use Tidal Wave and kill everything. That also will work pretty good. Alright, and last but not least is this thing. I think it might be better to have Jude do this one, just because he's, you know, got Beast and stuff, so it'll probably work out a little better. Beef bowl or creamy beef bowl? I don't think they give any gald, the Bakuras do, so I think I'll just use the regular beef bowl. I've still got this creamy one, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Guess I'll figure it out later. Maybe I'll use it on the other Notorious monster? Maybe. Alright, I'm going to wait for him to turn around, and then we'll go from there. Because that is a dead end over there. So that, I like finding dead ends in maps and dungeons, because then it's like, okay, well, I can't go any further this way, so I've got to go in a different direction. And it just, I don't know, it just makes it easier to explore the map that way. Actually, since I've got, I might as well have Elise do that, since I'm going to use Beast primarily against this thing. Is this another silver one? It is another silver one. Okay, that's fine. I don't actually know where the gold ones are. I think there's a gold one anyway, but I'm sure we'll find it eventually.
You ready?
Top off. Giant Tipo drop. Let's do this again. Get as much damage off as we can before he starts smacking the hell out of everyone. And auto age should come in handy. I mean, hell, he's almost dead, so. That's not bad. There, see? Nice and easy. Extra 8,000 experience. Although at this point, that's not really like as humongous as it was previously. I'll still take it because it's a couple of battles that I won't have to do on the way through here, but you know. It's not as impressive as it once was. That's what I guess I'm saying. I was gonna say, and you think you can hide from me there, Ifrit's treasure, but I almost kind of would have preferred it if you did, because we get a Herald mask. The face of the mad scientist who appeared in the smash hit, The Liberators of Fate. I feel like that's a reference to a different Tales game, but I could be wrong about that. That's the military research wing right there. Let's go this way so that we can see. Actually, I'm going to go the opposite way because she said to go this way originally, so let's just see what's inside this door before we go anywhere, see if there's another passage into the military research wing. Or if we were going to go up and around. We were, in fact, going to go up and around. All right, then. Well, we found the way into the military research wing. Hopefully, we can make it to where Gaius and Muse are wreaking havoc before they kill all the researchers, because if they kill all the researchers, well, it would get rid of Spyrix, but then what? The people of Olympias die? We can't have that. So we'll have to figure out how to fix that on the next episode of Tales of Xillia, the Stream Edition, which will be happening on, I'm not sure what day next week yet. It's kind of going to depend on how Cole's recovery goes. It'll probably be like Monday or Tuesday next week at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. But I'll post the schedule, as usual, on Twitch, YouTube, and Discord on Saturday, probably about 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, so that everybody can find out. In the meantime, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. And as I said, I'll see all of you on the next one, which will be early next week at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Until then, everybody, take care and have a good one. Feels like a bit of a whirlwind tour today. We went all the way into the spirit realm, met the Lord of Spirits, and now we're in jazz and iron country. Doesn't really get much more metropolitan than this, I suppose. That's the right word, right? I don't know.